What's going on? It's your dog Art Man the Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Look, I got a little bit of time today, so I'm trying to see what the public's on. What y'all talking about today? Because there's a lot of shit on my mind, you know. But we already know what specifically is on my mind, and that is motherfucking Devin Haney versus Gervontaa Tank Davis in 2024. Look, I don't know if y'all excited for that fight, but I'm excited. Throughout the bullshit, I'm excited. And let's talk about it. My dude said, Inshallah, my Muslim brother. Inshallah to you, man. And I hope it ends up with greatness and career boost for both men. Yeah, same here. Same here. But let me let my people know we are on here live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Let me let my people know we are live. Mm. Damn, everybody live right now. I think it's just one of them days. It's just one of them days. Oh, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm over here letting people know I'm live right now on YouTube, so we can chop it up. But yeah, last night the fight was out here in Minneapolis in the Armory. I stayed at the crib. I was spending time with my baby girl. I was like, I don't know. I already knew it was gonna be an easy night for Morel, so I'm like, ain't no point of doing the most. Wasn't no point of doing the most, cause I'm like, man, this shit about to be an easy night. I said, who this nigga fighting? Who he fighting again? Some African cab drivers. I'm like, hell no. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't worth it at all. I'm over here letting people know we live so we can chop it up for real, for real. Let's see if I can get my dog D Hive up in here. In the fam. But yeah. Anyways, look. So Devin Haney, he posted on his Instagram. It was a picture. I don't know if it was Instagram, but he posted somewhere. Um, anyways, he posted a picture of the Devin Haney versus Gervontaa Davis, like a little fake graphic flyer or whatever. And and it got the people talking because he's like, yo, I want this fight to happen. Inshallah. He is ready for it. And I'm like, cool, shit. I'm ready for it too. Let's make that shit happen. I'm like, cool, let's make that shit fucking happen. But Gervonta, he ready. So he posted under the comment section, oh, you must have heard what happened to the last nigga who wanted smoke and all that shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We ready for it. He's ready for it. At least that's what it seems like, on the net. So I post something and people got upset with me because they're like, oh, all right, man, here you are trying to give Tank chances or whatever. I said something to the fact that when Gervonta fight Devin Haney, or before he fights Devin Haney, he's going to want a tune-up. And I feel like that's reasonable because this nigga hasn't fought in like a minute. And monsters and all that shit need tune-ups. Monsters need tune-ups, these days. You know what I'm saying? So let's let him go ahead and get that tune-up, you know? Let him get that tune out. But yeah, Gervonta, he's just been on the storm, man, talking his shit. Look, you hear him talking.
I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. Niggas know who I'm talking to. I'm coming to get everybody. I don't like niggas. I'm not a people person. That's why I get tight when niggas get me out my character. Cause I ain't really like, I don't fuck with niggas, you know? So when niggas get me out my character, that's when I want to take it all day. I ain't bothering nobody.
This nigga in the shower talking about that shit. You could tell Cuz is really bothered because this nigga had to say something. He had to say something, man. And usually I know Tank. Usually when he posts something, man, after somebody's fight, he's talking shit. He has to say his shit about the performance. He has yet to say anything besides about that performance besides call you niggas need a bad snack. Which to me is indirectly saying that nigga he knows Haney looked like a motherfucking monster. But then Tommy Gates talking about Haney wow for coming in the ring 3 weight classes heavier than his opponent. No, he not. He ain't miss weight. And plus, coming in big in a fight can be bad for you as the fighter because you could be a lot slower. Gas tank can go down a lot quicker. But niggas don't want to talk about that. They pretending like motherfucking Haney is fucking Tyson Fury. And then my question on that is, did he fight like a motherfucker that was bigger? The big man? Did he fight like that? Was he holding motherfucking Regis? Was he leaning on Regis like Tyson Fury? Was he pushing his weight down on him? Was he putting fucking Regis in the headlock and laying on that nigga and then hit him with an uppercut on the outside? Did he do that shit? Hell no. So stop acting like this nigga's Tyson Fury of the fucking junior welterweight division. And I'm glad that you're bringing up weight. I'm so glad that you're bringing up weight because Gervontaa Davis has yet to even mention weight, bro. He ain't never said, "Oh, I'm not gonna fight Haney at 140." He ain't say none of that. He made a video. People say he's mocking Bill, talking about going to 140, bro. Nigga, don't say that. Don't mock nobody, nigga. If you going to 140, nigga, say that, nigga. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear no mocking, nigga. Stand on that shit because that got people hyped. I seen hella people make videos say, "Oh, Tank confirms he's going to 140." Niggas want to see that shit. But you know what I don't like on the timeline? It's Leonard Ellaby. Like, nigga, are you trying to discredit Haney? Are you trying to knock the fight off? Do you want the fight to happen? Because why in the world are you talking about the man sold 50 Ks and all this shit? You know, anything negative he's saying about them. And I'm like, dog, you supposed to be trying to big up the fight. You supposed to be saying, like, yeah, we gonna present this to Tank, and if Tank want it, we gonna make it. Best believe it's gonna be the biggest fight out here. It's gonna make so and so pay-per-views. Instead, he's just fucking, oh man, Gervonta did this, Gervonta did that, Floyd did this, Floyd did that. That's cool and all, but my nigga, we want to know if you gonna fight me. I don't care about the pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying? And if you wanna, and my thing is, everybody believe in Leonard Ellaby talking about 50K views and all that shit. Let's just say that's true, right? So what are you implying? Are you implying because Devin made 50K pay-per-views that he's not worth fighting? Is that what you're trying to say? Because last time I checked, even if you say that, that means he made 50K more sales or 200K because his last fight before that was 150K. So let's just say 200K. That means he has a total of 200K pay-per-views sold. Meanwhile, Hector Garcia has zero. Ryan Garcia has zero before Tank. Motherfucking and after Tank. Isaac Crew has zero. None of these niggas have pay-per-views. None of these niggas ever sold out in their hometown. So what are we talking about? So nobody would do rehydrate that much if it wasn't no benefit. What was the benefit? I'm trying to understand. What did he do? What did he do in this fight that you said, oh, because he was 165 pounds, he was able to do that shit? What did he do? What did he do that showed that? Because last time I checked, guys like Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? You guys would have called Gervonta and all this one of these all-time greats and all that shit. And, well, you know, he has his right to be considered a good fighter, a great fighter one of these days. But for you to compare him to Floyd Mayweather and all that, Floyd Mayweather was fighting niggas 15, 20 pounds heavier than him on Fight Night. You know that, right? Floyd versus Canelo. Canelo was like 20 pounds heavier than Floyd. And what happened? Floyd made that shit look easy. But why are you niggas complaining about weight when Gervonta haven't complained about weight? Last time I checked, he's going to 140, bro. Yeah, let's keep it there. Let's keep it there. Don't run, man. Make that shit fucking happen. And then my thing is, everybody on this app talking about, oh, Bill Haney's a liar. Bill be lying. He be capping. Bill be capping. So who's telling the truth out of all these niggas? Or is it just Bill be lying? Who be telling the truth? Leonard Eller be telling the truth? Leonard told the world that Gervonta Davis, he's the motherfucking the man. He's not gonna be forced into no mandatory position. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't cap. That was truth then, but nobody speak on that. When when the WBA tried to force Devin Haney, or he tried to enforce that Tank fights his motherfucking the champion because he's the mandatory. WBA try to get them. The WBA try to get them to fight or whatever, or the Haney's trying to go through the WBA to get them niggas to fight. And Leonard Ellaby is on record saying that you can't force Gervonta to do anything because he's the star and he's the man and all that shit. So who be capping? Because I feel like that was truth then. That was truth then. Shout out to my dude Blunts Boxing. What's going on, brother?
So with it, G, how you been, boy?
Man, I'm over here chopping it up, smoking my little smoke. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the fam.
Spewing the narratives out here.
He said spewing the narratives. I don't gotta spew no narrative because our man is always on the side of the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on the side of the truth.
Okay.
So you can't get mad at me, man.
I ain't mad at you. I'm just listening.
But my thing is, why everybody complain about weight? But I've never heard Gervonta mention anything about the weight besides him mocking Bill saying he going to 140, bro.
I mean, it's really like Tank has not said that he wouldn't go to 140, but since his coaches have said that he comfortable at 135, and then you can't ignore the fact that Devin just came in weighing 165. I mean, that's just weight classes matter, and I ain't saying that make or break the fight, but let's not act like it ain't something to talk about. You know what I mean? Like I would want both fighters to
What
be
happened?
at the.
What happened with this? Remember when niggas was saying that Errol Spence gonna come in big against Bud, and niggas was like, I don't give a fuck because skills pay the motherfucking bills. What
I
happened?
mean, and we thought that hurt Earl too. Like staying at 147 for 10 years could have potentially hurt Earl. You know what I mean? Like even Floyd said he should have been up to 160 or some other shit. Big ass dude. And you know, Tank ain't no big guy. Like, so even though he fought Barrios at 140 once, his last 4 fights has been at 135. So obviously that's where he comfortable being. So I just would like my thing I just want everybody to be on their playing field. I don't like when there's two A class fighters and one get an advantage. You know what I mean? I don't want either with an advantage. And if they
And you
can't
know,
come to
and when people say that type of shit, then it kills the well, Tank just this monster narrative because how you a monster, but you over here scared that your opponent gonna have a quote unquote advantage. I thought the man was chinny. I thought the man can't punch. What happened to all that shit? Is it dead now or because you
I
can't
mean,
have
people putting a monster title. Tank never go around saying he'd just kill all them niggas. Like, I mean, people put that sauce on that shit, and he is a killer in the ring. So people put more sauce on it because he do knock motherfuckers out. You know what I mean? So I feel it, but I don't want him to be at a disadvantage. Neither do I want Haney. And it seemed like he
what
trying to
I'm
catch.
what I'm hearing from the fan, and they're not trying to admit it, but I'm indirectly hearing that if the fight is at 140, Devin Haney is going to be the guy that's the favorite to win in the public's eye.
I think you putting a little more sauce on it. I think people saying they don't want to give him no weight advantage. That don't mean he and make him the favorite. I just don't think motherfucker want to give an advantage. And as the A side, you don't give the advantage. Like you just don't give that up for nobody. Like fuck
We
what you.
challenge the narrative because it's like really we really testing your gangster now because it's like damn nigga you could fight Mario Barrios at 140 but
One time,
what
but I went back to 135 for 4 fights since then. Like I
and
bring that up. Like that was
that
a test. I
Ryan,
did it
Ryan versus Tank is listed as a fight at the
at 130. It was at 137, and that's what they should agree
it's
on
a
as a catch
ju-
weight.
junior welterweight division is what they said.
But
It's
no, but the catch weight was definitely 136 or 137 or something like that. It wasn't 140. You know what I mean? But I feel what you saying. I understand what people saying about that, but let's not act like weight don't matter, bro. I mean, I just think they should just find a catch weight to do with
but
it. And
what is Devin doing with the weight is what I don't understand. What do you guys imply? Because he didn't beat Regis like he was Tyson Fury or something, Steve
I
Cunningham.
mean, so
I
we shouldn't
mean,
have weight classes now.
hell no. He wasn't leaning on that nigga. He wasn't choking him and throwing him around the ring. He was just boxing him. I don't get it. What are you trying to
I mean,
what
so weight classes don't matter no more. We just saying
weight
fuck weight classes.
weight classes do matter. And last time I checked, they both made 140. What are we talking about? I don't know. He kind of backed out. I ain't kick him out. He probably gonna join again. Hold on. But yeah, my thing is y'all, how you gonna say, oh well, weight class matter when they in the same way fighting in the same weight class? Now you acting like these niggas is fighting at one nigga is a fucking junior welterweight and the other nigga is coming in on Friday night, the weigh-in night at fucking 165, nigga, and then rehydrating to 200 or some shit. Nah, it's nothing like that.
I mean, of course, it's not that extreme, and that's what people take take a molehill and make it a
I heard
mountain. It ain't that,
that
but
fight be a no contest between
huh?
Regis. I heard a nigga say a fight should be a no contest between Regis and Dev.
I mean, I
What?
don't know. But of course, people gonna say some crazy shit, but 165 is extreme, and you supposed to be at the 140 limit. Like I say, at what points do we care about weight classes again? Like because it seems like when it comes to your favorite fighter, weight classes matter, but when it comes to spinning the narrative, weight classes don't matter. Like there is a difference between 165 and 135, or what? Let's even say what Tank might come in at
Oh,
141 or 145. You coming in at 165, bro? That's
Andre versus Benavidez, Canelo versus Charlo. Them niggas was big ass shit, and we all know it. And guess what? Niggas said, nah, them niggas should have just did better. Right?
I mean, I think Boo Boo went blue. I think Boo Boo tried. He blew up in weight, but that didn't help him.
Niggas afraid that motherfucking Tank versus Tank versus motherfucking Haiti gonna look like Benavidez versus Andre. Let me find out niggas is scared. That nigga go absorb the
Nah, you putting the sauce on it. You
my
don't think it should be a fair?
look,
You don't think it should be a fair playing field just so you
my
can
thing
prove
is
your point?
my thing is it is fair if y'all narratives is true that Devin Haney is pillow fisted and chinny, right? That should be totally fair.
I guess if that's what makes it fair. If weight classes is just because one is a stronger puncher and one is
But
considered
how,
not
how
weight
would it
don't
be fair?
matter at that
How would
point.
it be fair
That's
for
deep.
Dev? How would it be fair for Dev? Dev literally just dropped all his belts at 135 and now he's a new champion at a whole nother weight class. And you
And
guys,
looking to campaign at 147, talking about Keith Thurman and Connor Bench. Like
but you niggas,
it ain't like he just at 140 just chilling. That
but
nigga potentially damn near could be a junior middleweight.
y'all saying it's equal if he dropped back down to 135 for a Gervonta fight.
I wouldn't want him to jump down. I would want to catch weight. I don't want him at 135 because obviously he struggles to make that. You know what I mean? And he been saying it for years. I hate that he say shit in interviews like 3 weeks before the pro race fight that you would drop back down if it's right. Like you knew when you was going in the Loma fight that 135 wasn't for you. So don't shoot yourself in the foot saying you would potentially go back to 135 when you know you
Yeah.
ain't got no intentions of it.
Now,
That kind of sound
my
like clout chasing.
my thing is like, how can niggas say this and hold Devin to every exact word that he
But you
say?
said it 3 weeks
But
ago, not
hold on,
years
hold on.
ago.
But
Go
but
ahead.
but Tank will say some of the same similar things.
Like what?
And
What has Tank said that he's
oh
what has Tank
oh
said that y'all can really catch him up on like some shit like that?
after the George Kambosos fight, we gonna fight. I'm
He said I got a hit list. He said I got a hit list. And he
Haney got
say, but has he even
that
embarked on his journey yet? Like
immediately
after he cashed
immediately
out with go ahead.
fight.
I'm sorry.
Immediately after that, he had two fights with back-to-back Garcias, not
But
Johnson and motherfucking
what? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's not
two
act
guard
like Ryan.
two guard.
Ryan should be exceptional because you know damn well that's a pay that you wouldn't get nowhere else. You make that fight happen.
I
Fuck Haney right
I
there.
give
You don't.
I give him a pass for the Ryan fight, but I gotta call bullshit. You know why? Because this nigga Tank went out his way to make the Ryan fight, and you
How did he
can't
go out
say
his way?
this nigga Tank sent Ryan a contract to fight, and guess what Ryan said? Nigga, fuck that. I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao. Oh, how quickly do niggas
But he
forget?
was capping the whole time. Ryan
But
was
still,
capping though.
still,
Manny, like they never had there was never no truth to that.
nigga, this fight this year, the fight was not supposed to happen this year. The fight was supposed to happen like a year or some change ago. Let's be real. Tank went out his way and sent that nigga two contracts. He's like, bro, Tank went out his way to fucking fight, bro. Come on, dog.
I think you putting sauce on it. I don't know. Go out his
Nah.
way. I think they made a
So
fight to
so
make
so
sense to make him 30 million fucking dollars. Like you make
he's
that fight
he's
happen.
not,
Like you.
he's not even doing that with Haney at the moment. At the moment, there's no news a contract that Devin Haney turned down. Am I right?
Hey, let's not. Okay, this is for
Am I right?
real. Like,
There's
go
no
ahead,
news.
go.
There's no news that say, man, Devin Haney turned down a fight with Gervontaa Davis because he said the contract was a little crazy. There's no news like that. There was no base to even start negotiating on. But he did that shit twice, not once, but twice with Ryan Garcia.
Because it makes you approach that fight with that respect because you're going to make groundbreaking paper. Like that's a fight that you really like. I don't even have
If you
high hopes of the sales
want
of the Devin.
if you want to continue the paper, because let's be real, if you want to continue the paper, if the next niggas he's not fighting is Shakur or Teofimo Lopez or Haney, you already know right now them numbers is not gonna look anything like that Ryan Garcia fight. The only fight that will look like that mainly is the Teo and the motherfucking Haney fight, for sure. Let's be real. So I don't understand the whole, we trapped in the past. What's going on right now? Why can't Gervonta fight Haney right now?
Who's to say he can't? I think y'all putting extra on it like he's not trying to make the fight. We don't know what's going on. We getting third party info. We don't know what's
You're
going
right.
on. And I don't think all that, and I
You're
don't
right.
think all this entertaining that Tank and Devin doing is just going under the radar. And I think there are talks going on now,
And
but it's
I believe, my bad for cutting you off, but I believe the
no, you
fight.
good.
I believe the fight gonna happen in 2024. But let's be real, it's not happening next because your man Gervonta, he gotta tune himself up real
Oh
quick.
yeah, you don't jump right into that fight. You know what I'm saying?
But
You don't jump right into
I
that
love
fight.
it because it kills the narratives. Because I listen to what folks don't say. You know what I'm saying? Folks telling me about the fucking he needs a tune up and all that shit. It's basically admitting that you look at Devin Haney as a legitimate threat, and some
I mean,
wrong.
he is a legitimate. He's an elite champion. You do consider him a threat. He's a threat to anybody like that. I mean, come on, you don't go on the run that he's gone on and don't be considered a threat. Like we got to give him his props, but at the same time, I don't think it's a ducking situation or they're trying to finesse their way out of it. Like I just feel like it has to be right, and it has to be on Tank terms. Like Haney and them go on a real campaign, like they're switching the narrative, and he's now the old face of boxing. It's like, man, I feel all
Nah,
that, bro, but
look, nah, and that's what I feel like it gets mixed in translation. I feel like folks are trying to say that Haney's saying that he's the A side. There's been multiple occasions where Haney said that he knows he's not the A side against Gervonta.
well, when you say I ain't going, so okay, so what if Tank say I wanted at 135? You said I ain't going below
That's great.
140.
Then there's no fight because let's be real here. The man looked like he been trying to kill himself at 135.
So okay, so why would you say this 3 weeks before the
in
pro
my
race fight that you will drop down? Like, why would you say that? Like, what excuse do y'all give him for saying that? Like, you making it seem like it was possible. And I ain't saying, and then I think we get caught up in too much of what get reported, but I haven't heard Tank
my
say he wouldn't fight him at 140. So
and that
we don't even know if Tank not in agreement to this. But if it do come to a crossroads where Tank say I'm staying at 135 and Haney said I ain't doing nothing to accommodate that, then who do we put the blame on at that point? Like, it's been catchways through all our history in boxing. Like, I feel like you could come to some type of agreement without trying to stand firm like you the A side when you really need to concede on a lot of levels because you know what I mean? That's just what it is.
my thing is if you're gonna fight at a catch weight, right? Why no rehydration clause? Because we all know that depletes the fighter. It definitely does. Niggas can't take body shots after that shit. I.e.
That's,
fucking Mario Ball.
I agree, but do you let Haney come in at 165 when you aren't? I mean, do you allow that to happen? No, you don't let that happen. They don't.
And you know what I call that? Scary.
How that? Okay, so a guy who already came up 3 weight classes and Tank is comfortable at his weight, but you want to come in at damn near middleweight? No, over middleweight. I mean, no, bro. I don't give a fuck who you say ain't a puncher and all that shit. No, that ain't how this gonna go, and you don't control how this goes. So I feel like we either need
Loma
to
ain't cried.
make a. Huh?
Loma cried foul, but he went through it.
But Loma cried foul though.
But he went through it.
But Tank don't have to. See, I don't have to do that. Like y'all making it seem like he has. Yeah, I don't have to.
You know why he don't have to do that? Because fan.
I'm the A side. Yeah, no, not because of the fan base. Because I'm the A side.
Fan base is gonna be cool with him fighting the cruisers of the world. That's why he don't have to do anything.
No, he don't have to do anything because he's A side. That's it. Not because of the fan base. He don't have to do that because he bring in the dust and he bring in he generate the revenue to dictate the terms. So you got to kind of concede to what he own, and y'all act like that ain't relevant. Like he has to. If you really want to fight Haney, because you do more talking about the boy than he talk about you. Like so,
because he wants to fight with the dude, of course.
Okay, we'll concede. We'll concede and know you have to do certain things, right?
Concede as in fighting at 135. That's crazy talk.
No, I think a catch weight. I ain't saying 135, but I'm saying a catch weight. It gotta be because can't have you coming in at 165. You don't get that off on me. You get that off on Progress.
Because you know why? Because he gonna bully that man.
Of course.
Headlock, nigga.
Yeah, like I say, man, I'm a Tank fan, but I'm really on the business side of things within my conversation here. It's like you just don't get that off against me, and I am who I am, generating what I generate. Like the fans can boo-hoo about it, all they want, but I'm not finna put.
Nigga, imagine Tank versus fucking Haney at 140. They let that shit rock for real. Man, Haney gonna clinch the fuck out of that nigga. Tank gonna be bad as fuck looking at the clock in the fucking 12th round.
And you know, as much as he didn't use it, he didn't have to use it against Loma because he was doing his thing against Loma. He was very slick in the ring. He was keeping his range. He was good body shots, but the weight played a difference, boy. Like the weight, even on the inside when he was clutching Loma and moving him to the side. I'm like, look at Haney. You be awesome, that boy big in the motherfucker.
If that fight was at 140, man, I think they stop that.
Yeah, it'd have been even uglier. It'd have been even uglier, man. But I just don't feel that Tank is scared. I just feel like you got to play ball with Tank, and I feel like you don't get nothing off on Tank. So
I got to go back and watch the Barrios fight, but I believe that that the reason why he
Tank
don't
had a rough time in that Barrios fight.
feel like it's the reason why his people, Tank probably not saying it, but his people feel it like, man. Because I still remember that moment where he had his own little Terrence Crawford moment where his crew, his team, even Mayweather had to jump up and say, hey, man, you losing on the card, so I'm going to keep it real with you. You're losing. I feel
Yep.
like, man, because I ain't going to lie, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm a Tank fan, too. So I still remember that fight. I was thinking to myself, like, dog, Mario Barnes with a jab straight that pushed him all the way back to the ropes. I said, man, he can't lose tonight. There's so many fights to be made. He cannot lose tonight.
So that just show you that's why ain't no more fights been at 140, bro. And it ain't because he ducking no smoke. It's just this is where I'm comfortable with. Just like when Loma fought Linares and got his ass put on his back pockets. He realized then, let me take my little ass back down to 135. You know what I'm saying? Because all you gonna do is keep on getting into deeper water with stronger mugs who
Speaking
really
of weight,
probably.
what if Haney versus Tank a higher skill version of Colbert versus, because I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. Colbert looks so small compared to Ryu in that fight last night, dog.
Oh my God, that was. They are two different levels of fighters, so we can't compare them. But whoa, Rayo was that was terrible on Chris Colbert, man. He just wouldn't keep his hands up, bro. And dude got some unorthodox punches, and he got some power in both hands, man. So he just coming from wide angles, and he ain't keeping his hands up. And just his coach telling him the whole time, keep you with the phone, keep your hand on the phone. He dropped him. The coach was looking like, you dumbass nigga. They got a close up of the coach just looking like, man, this nigga right here, man. I'm like, dang, bro. Hello, you there?
Yeah, I hear you. And that's why I said
Okay.
that it'll be a higher skill version of that. And the reason ain't
You breaking up, bro. I can't hear you at
he
all.
push.
Yo, can't hear you at all, bro.
Yo,
Yeah.
oh shit, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, this just trip. I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, I just feel like if Gervonta Davis and Haney fight at 140, it could look like that in a way when it comes to like the punching and the taking punches. Like he landed on Ryu, but that shit did not move him at all,
At all. At all. And
bro. But
I
I
and,
seen it from
and I
round one.
think, but Colbert ain't got the type of like you say, just different nuances, but the power will be a big difference in both because Ryo was hurting him, but he wasn't. No, it just seemed like he couldn't do nothing with that boy
Nigga,
because
I
he
seen it
landed a couple clean
first.
shots.
My bad. I seen it in the first fucking round. Ryu punched this nigga in the dead center of his stomach. He pushed this nigga all the way back to the ropes. I said, "Oh shit!" For one punch.
Yeah, Santos took his soul, man. I mean, and plus he too small for the weight class. You feel me? He probably drop right back down real quick. Stay at 130.
But the fact they talking about Ryu versus Tank is crazy.
That's a good fight. You don't like that fight?
Fuck no.
It end up like Tank Rolly, but good fight till the you know what I'm saying till it ends.
Nah. I
Cause
already
he
feel
gonna
like
at least he gonna throw. At least he gonna throw. That's one thing about Ryo. He gonna throw. He gonna get slept, but he gonna throw.
Tank gonna play. You know what would be ideal for me? Let's say if he couldn't get nobody that's a star and he was just trying to be like, stay busy. He should fight somebody like motherfucking, let's see. Somebody tall. He should fight Linares. at a catchway.
Tank ain't on no old head tour like your man's is. You feel me?
It's
He
not an
fighting
old
no
head
old head.
nigga. Ain't
He
old
is,
head
man.
tour. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
These niggas old Haney
You
be
got.
fighting, bro. He
He
gonna
should
go
fight
out. He want
somebody.
to fight Thurman.
He should fight somebody at a catchway. But
Yeah.
nigga, let's not act like this nigga. Let's not act like Gervonta wasn't the first nigga calling out Thurman, and that's why we be talking about this weight shit. Cause nigga, I ain't forget y'all niggas was saying Keith Thurman versus Gervonta and Manny
I mean,
Pacquiao versus Gervonta.
I was never a fan of it. I just when I heard shit like that, bro, and people just throw that shit like even the Inoue Tank, like I'm not interested in seeing that because Inoue is a monster, blah blah blah. But Tank, like you say, could come in weighing 145 on fight night. You feel me? Like, nah, bro, I'm cool. Like, shit,
They
these
talking
niggas
about they
don't.
want it though.
I know, you got people want a bunch of shit, man. Boxing getting so crazy, especially like with the blurred lines of the weight classes. You got niggas who want middleweights to fight 135ers.
Nah,
Like,
it's crazy because when Devin fighting, niggas want to change the whole rules of boxing. Now the rules got to be evaluated, all types of shit. That shit crazy as fuck, ain't it?
I mean,
First he beat Loma. Niggas want to change the way they niggas score. Then he fucking beat Regis. Now they talking about niggas weight class last matter.
I mean, 165, bro. I just can't see how you defend that. Like, you was one of the main people talking about how Fury weighs 40 pounds over Wilder. Like, this is a problem. That's just
Yeah,
not okay.
exactly. And guess what niggas told me? Nigga, shut that shit up. Keep it moving, nigga.
Nah, it's all we got,
Right,
dog.
right,
You
right.
maintain
Niggas
your
said keep
energy,
that
bro.
shit moving.
Don't let niggas switch your energy up.
Nah,
You feel
nah,
me?
nah. Niggas said I'm just keeping the same energy. Niggas said keep that shit moving,
Nah,
nigga. I
fuck
said,
that
I
shit.
bet.
That shit bogus, man. They make weight classes for a reason, bro.
But
Like, and then
nigga,
Canelo was
Fury
a big
Wilder
part
weight
of
is
that.
way different though. Let's be real.
40 pounds is 40 pounds, and
This
30
nigga,
pounds is 30
this
pounds.
nigga is not motherfucking 7 feet tall, bro.
It
Over
don't
Tank now.
it don't matter because like you coming in 30 pounds over the, you know
Nigga
what I
sounded
mean?
scary. Nigga sounded scary for Tank. I heard
I
some
just
Tank fans say they don't give a fuck. They'll run through it.
I still think Tank beat him at 140. And like I say, all this talk
Right.
is without Tank. It's
He done
without
been all
Tank
that
saying he
power.
won't fight him at 140. Everybody else saying he
But you know
won't
what
do it. But
sounds scary? I don't see how y'all niggas defend that shit when this nigga talking about some snack niggas. Instead of saying, hey, Dev look good, this nigga start blaming snack. Like, what are
nah,
you
nah, I'm gonna keep
saying,
it real.
boy?
I'm gonna keep it real. We got lives of you. We got lives of you talking about Bud being with Snack. So Snack has his own reputation
I ain't
that
never saying nothing
presents a
about no snack. I don't care about snack.
I
Because
don't
I know
know.
them snack. Because I know that, bro. Trust me. If snack products was really doing something to them niggas, they would. If that's anybody, that would be the first niggas to go down because that nigga already has a reputation doing that shit.
Right. So I'm just saying though, but you can't if you can't help that a motherfucker gonna present that aura
But if you
of
can't prove nothing, niggas is just saying snack because Richard contact.
hey, that's big enough. Shit. Hey. You say Daniel Kinahan is the reason here and Wilder can't produce no evidence
Them
of,
niggas is
of
not on the
his
same level. Let's
wrongdoing.
be
I'm
real.
just saying though,
Y'all making
hey.
it seem like this nigga got $1 billion. This nigga got a whole
Somebody's
fucking factory.
notorious for something. He's notorious for something. So his is gonna be a cloud over whoever affiliated with him. It's just how
Why
guilty
wasn't
by
no cloud when
association.
Barrios was affiliated? I don't understand that.
And you see, I don't even know that he was even talking
Yeah,
about
you see
Devin.
how
I don't
niggas
even think he was talking
it's
about Devin.
different,
No,
huh?
I thought he was talking about Connor Bean, to be honest. But if he did say the whole snack, that do include a lot of people, including Boots, including a lot of motherfuckers. So if you saying one of them
Including
dirty,
Bud.
yeah, you saying all of them, but I thought he was talking about Connor being, but I don't think he accusing no but Ryan said some weird shit too about Devin and the IVs and shit. So who knows if they know some things we don't know. But going off what I know, that is some bogus shit just to be halfway insinuating a motherfucker cheating now. Hold on, like you ain't got no proof. I
You don't
don't
find
really
it what my nigga Dr. Umar say? You don't find it suspicious that nigga that the fact that this nigga Devin Haney went from pillow fisted chinny nigga to a fucking freaking nature overnight to these fans. That's just crazy. Like y'all niggas is
Yeah,
really
I don't know,
telling something,
motherfucker.
huh?
Nah, yeah, they telling on themselves, but I don't agree with being 165 in a 140 fight. So I, even though I ain't on they wave, but I am on the wave. But nigga, you is too damn big to be acting like, you know what I'm
Nigga,
saying?
Canelo Cotto one of Canelo's biggest wins. Did y'all see how big Canelo was in that Cotto fight? Niggas was not saying shit then.
Nigga, I was. I wish we'd have knew each other then, because I said that's one of the. That's why it's always asterisks on Canelo wins to me, because you do play them weight games. Boy, you was huge over Cotto. That boy was punching you with good, nice punches. That motherfucker was bouncing off that nigga like he was invincible. I was like, this nigga's huge, bro. You know what I mean? So I just ain't. I ain't a fan when nobody do that shit. Like, and it's a lot of weight bullying going on in the game. Period, and I don't be feeling it. You know what I mean? But
I don't
at
consider
the
weight
same,
bullying if you can make the weight, because if anything, I feel like as a fighter, you're actually doing yourself more harm, because why would you drain yourself that low? What if the fluids don't get all the way back to your brain and you get hit
I feel like you should
and you
just
get
fight at
fucked
your
up?
comfortable weight size. I mean, your weight class though. That's what the problem is. I just feel like you should be at your own weight class instead of trying to melt to, get one off and be bigger than motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel that. So that's why
So
I don't
do
want Tank
niggas
to go
feel?
outside of his comfortable weight, because I want everybody to be comfortable. So it won't be no excuses. Like even when Loma fought Rigondeaux, I hated Loma had a weight advantage over Rigo. You know what I'm saying? Because there's two A-class fighters, and I don't want either one to have an advantage. And Loma did, and that's why it played out the way it played out. You know what I mean? And that's
They
just how
hold
I
on
feel.
to that, nigga. They hold on to that win right there.
Oh yeah, you know they do. You know what I'm saying? But I
I
was just
remember,
saying shit.
nigga. I'm not even where that dude from? Cuba or Puerto Rico? He from one of them spots. Dominican, Rigo. Where he from?
Cuba.
Yeah, niggas is like, yeah, you blacks, y'all complaining. I'm like, nigga, I ain't from Cuba. The
Hey, we
fuck?
all for the indigenous, but I ain't repping Rigo like that. But it was they held on to that. Baloma came in weight bullying that man, like, and it ain't fair when you got two A-class fighters and one has an advantage. So
But
that's
Tank,
why a point
but
being made.
it's
Tank
different
and
though, because
Devin
Tank
both
pack a
A-class
punch.
fighters, so you don't
Tank
give
pack
one
a
an
punch
advantage.
though. Tank
No,
can
we both
punch.
A-class fighters. No, don't do that. It ain't
Tank can
about just the
punch though.
power. It's about all the skill set. It's about everything. Like, so you don't give one the advantage. So that's why you come to a conclusion. Y'all come to some catch weight. There's been plenty of catch weights in the history of boxing. I don't know why this should be any different. You know what I mean? So them niggas
But
just
like
need
we
to sit
said,
at the table.
We never heard Tank say anything like that. And then he
Yeah,
got these fake ass niggas uh talking about some Devin's a fake Muslim, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Who the fuck are you?
yeah,
Religion police, nigga? Shut the fuck up.
yeah. Niggas don't even know how. Come on, man. Hey,
And you
bro.
see all that unwarranted hate that Dev be getting, bro. It's crazy. And he's starting to get that Floyd level hate, bro.
But let me tell you what's the fucked up shit about this. This is where on my business mind, this is where it fucks up the marketing for two black fighters to fight, because it divides us. And we are supposed to be the spending base, but when it divides us, it hurts the general the revenue. Like even with Earl and Bud, bro, we were so divided, and we ain't got no outside fan base to help the support. I think that hurt the sales, Bud and Spence, you know what I mean? Like, so you can't blame when Floyd fight people who bring a whole nother nationality to the pot. They just bring a lot of bread. So as much as niggas be ridiculing
Nigga,
Al and
this type of shit is for the culture, nigga. For real. It definitely is. But it's not just black fans that's gonna tune into this fight. It's a lot of other races gonna turn into this fight. Dev got multiple race fans, bro. I know
I mean, I
Miami.
thought Earl and Crawford did too, man. Them sales was disappointing, bro.
What you
Like them
think?
sales.
What you saying is disappointing? What, the ticket sales?
I'm talking about the pay-per-view sales. That was disappointing to me. I
What they
feel
do?
like that
Seven
fight should.
hundred?
Yeah, man, that fight should have been in the mag for what we thought that was, bro, and
You
what
know
it really
why?
meant to the boxing culture, bro. That was a disappointment. No, it made money for everybody as far as the bottom line, but I'm pretty sure that was not the number projected. And I think that's what Steve and Espinoza was talking about when they was negotiating with Bud, because they was probably telling him like, you probably think this fight finna sell millions of pay-per-views, but it's really not. So we gotta base it off, you know what I mean? And it really didn't. So that
It's
should be
because it
kind of
was oversaturated. That's why. Or
I
over
think I
over
think
marinated.
oh Marinette, I think that hurt it too. I agree. I agree. I
I
just
feel like
still feel like
if it
go ahead.
was if it was immediately after the Yugas fight, I feel like it had a chance to do a million because that's when it had like a big ass steam to it. When he said, "I want that motherfucking belt." If you would have lined that shit
Yeah.
up right then and there, it'd have did it. But niggas was going into that fight thinking like, I gotta see it to believe it. That is here
Yeah,
type
motherfucker
shit
damn near didn't even believe it was gonna happen.
on some see it to believe it shit.
Yeah, you
But the
ain't
way,
lied.
the way they be promoting the hell out this Devin Haney fight, we do. I know it's gonna sell. I know it's gonna do at least 800 to a mil buys. The reason why is because man, they be promoting the fuck out of this on social media, even like other apps like the Shade Room and
You went out, bro. Yo, yo.
hello.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, my bad, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, yeah. I was saying like, I feel like the fight's gonna be a little bit bigger because I see a lot of these companies promoting it, like Say Cheese TV and all that, and motherfucking the Shade Room and all that shit. And a lot of people be talking about it.
I mean,
Devin Haney versus Tank. That's number one news, man. Every time I go on Twitter, social media, it don't even care if it's fucking fight somebody else's fight week, nigga. They still talking about Dev versus Tank.
and I think, we so tapped into the culture that we see everything that's related to boxing, but I don't know if it's that. I just don't. Like I said, man, that Spence Crawford kind of shook me as far as how we can sell for each other. Like, but
Nah,
I
I
think
feel
what
like it's different because them niggas is a lot older and both.
right, that part too. That
Let's
part
be
too.
real.
Yeah,
Them
with the
niggas is a
social
lot
media
older and them
engagement.
niggas is more
Yeah.
respectful. They more respectful. They come
Right,
to the
right, right. They
with
go,
a lot of
yeah, they
respect for
gonna
each other.
talk. They gonna talk a lot more shit. I never felt that respectful approach that they took to that fight. I felt like it should have been some sauce on it, but I feel you.
Look at that Regis Haney fight, man. I don't care what Leonard talk
You,
about with the pay per view. I believe that's the motherfucking DAZN niggas having troubles getting onto that app. But when you talking
yeah,
about
but
the live,
50,000 not a good number, bro. That's not.
I don't. But my thing is, I don't believe that. I don't believe that because how does Leonard LB have the access
So fight hype
the
line
stream
too.
to the streaming? Fight hype just saying what Leonard LB saying.
I know. So that you think they all lying, and you know Eddie Hearn, bro. If
Nigga,
it was something to brag on,
I know
if it
Fight Hype
no, if it was something to
had
brag
exclusive.
on, Eddie
I know
Hearn would
Fight
be
Hype had
bragging on it,
exclusive
bro.
interviews with
They
motherfucking Tank, nigga, at TMT. I know that for damn sure.
Yeah, that's cool, but that don't mean they lying. You
But
know what
I'm
I'm
look,
saying?
hold
Like,
on. Let me go on. Niggas is talking about that pay per view. What if you niggas is not talking about the motherfucking live gate?
but
Niggas is
we
not
gotta
talking
talk
about
about
that.
pay-per-view. 50,000 is not. I mean, that's not it, bro.
But my thing
You
is
don't
that's not
you don't
confirmed.
move the
That's not
needle.
confirmed. That's not
You don't
confirmed.
want it to
Fight
be.
Hype
If
and
if
Leonard
if
LB.
this wasn't Haney, you would be running with this like it's word. Like, but since it's Haney,
I
you don't want
don't.
to believe it.
Because you know why I
But
don't. You know
because
why I don't.
Eddie Hearn would
Because
be
I don't
bragging
believe
on
that.
this.
Look,
Oh, nah, you don't
niggas try to run
care.
that shit
Come
with
on, man,
Wilder.
stop
Niggas
it.
try to run that shit with Wilder, saying, "Oh, 75K." So that means the next fight Wilder have is not gonna be a draw. What the fuck? Hell
I
no.
mean, that does hold
Hell no.
weight,
What are
bro.
you
You
talking
gotta
about?
know that matters.
Wilder sold 75K against fucking Robert Helena. So you telling me Wilder's AJ is not gonna be a big fight?
No, but I
That's
wouldn't
what I'm
say
saying
that.
here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't
But
say
yeah,
that.
why, bro? I know
But
these
that
niggas
hurts
is
you when you
focusing
go to the
on the.
negotiation table, though.
What about can we talk about the live gate? What about that? How sold out that
But
venue was?
all that is
How packed the
conjunction
venue
with
was?
that too, though. You can't just focus on that. Like it's like in music, you can't just say record sales and not bring up touring and not bring up publishing. You got to bring it
I
all
do.
when you talking
But the
about.
fact that it does, you got to look at it like, what's the reason why? We need that right dance partner. And I don't understand. If they're saying 50,000, what are people trying to say? Gervonta Davis, none of
That
his opponents have sold a pay-per-view, not one pay-per-view. So we saying that's why Dev don't deserve a fight with Tank? I don't get it. I don't understand that part.
No, I just said that I'm not saying that. I'm saying the negotiations have to be in Tank's favor because of that. Like you guys can't come to the negotiation. You can't. You really just need to sit down
So
like
my thing
everybody
is, so
else
when them
did
niggas
and
say they
accept the
want the same thing
terms.
as when they say they want the same thing as Ryan, they in the wrong for saying that?
Not you
Because that's
don't
what it
bring that
sounded
type
like
of
from
weight.
fans. They saying, "Oh
You
well,
don't
this
bring
and
that
this and
type of
that."
weight to demand it. You don't bring that type of weight to demand it.
What type of weight did Ryan bring to the table
His his
that
his
Haney
fan
didn't
base,
bring?
his fan base, his
Does
fan base.
has
That probably
bro,
that's
bro? Are
probably
you
not predicated on pay per view numbers. It's predicated on his fan base with his the culture that them.
nah, nigga, nah,
Why you think they
nigga,
did
hell nah.
1.2 million views? Why you think they did
You can't
1.2?
go into a
So you
bank.
saying,
You can hold on. You can't go into
so
a
you
you can't hold on. You can't go into a bank saying I want a loan, nigga. Uh, look, I got a whole bunch of Instagram followers, all that. They gonna be like, well, let's see your sales. I don't got that. Let's see your motherfucking your returns. Let me see that. Let me see your books. What you looking at? So before we give you this loan. But then your competitor comes in and say, hey man, I got this. Look at I sold this amount. I had this pay-per-view. I had that. It's something higher than the last guy. So you telling me that Ryan brought more to the table than Haney? Hell no.
2 million buys, bro.
You acting like it's just black
Well,
folks
how
that
did
want to
they do?
see
But how did they
Tank
do
versus Haney.
1.2
Hell
million
no.
buys then?
You said what?
How did they do 1.2 million buys then?
Because it was a fight that people wanted to see because they wanted to see Ryan get knocked out. Niggas want to see if Haney gonna lose and get knocked out by Tank. Same way.
No, bro, you don't
Bro,
sell. All
Haney,
right, bro. All
bro,
right, all right.
Ryan is literally begging for a motherfucking Haney fight at this point.
No, no, he's not. But okay, I don't know how he's. Why is
Why was Ryan last fight not pay-per-view? What are we talking about here? You
so
talking about
he?
some nah, that's not it.
Okay,
Why was
okay,
his
bro.
last fight not
Okay,
pay-per-view?
okay, bro. They could have made a
I'm just
decision that
saying, bro.
that's not the
I
best
feel like
play. They could have made a
I really feel like y'all saying like, oh, Haney doesn't deserve any of the same treatment that Ryan Garcia got. Why is that? Why are these guys getting these treatment? Hector Garcia, motherfucking Rolly Romero. What did Rolly Romero bring to the table? You can't tell me that a guy that doesn't have more sales than fucking Haney is bringing more to the table financially. That doesn't even make sense as a business person, a businessman. It doesn't make any sense.
bigger following. So a following doesn't matter.
Dog, both had a fight in their hometown. One sold out, one didn't.
The tank shit hurt Ryan stock completely. So yeah, but that don't mean that Ryan didn't bring a hell of a fan base to, and let a lot of people tell it. Ryan is the reason they sold 1.2 pay-per-views. That fight wasn't, I mean, Ryan hadn't done anything to make the world clamor for that fight. He just had a fucking fan base. Like Ryan hadn't done it, hadn't went on no run to make
Bro,
the
I'm
world
telling you,
want that fight.
Haney has a
Okay.
fan base. You
Not
guys are
like
acting like he
Ryan, not
doesn't
like
have a
Ryan,
proven
bro.
fan
Not
base.
like Ryan.
Man, if
Not like
niggas,
Ryan,
bro,
bro.
man, hell no. I ain't right. I
Not
ain't
like
believing
Ryan,
that
bro.
shit because niggas
I
is
know
saying
you on
Leonard.
your Haney
No,
shit. You just on your Haney shit.
because
Like,
you on your TMT Leonard Ellaby shit because how you just gonna take Leonard Ellaby word as law and say, yeah, that's it, that's the numbers, when you can't even call into a streaming service to find out how many streams they did pay-per-view. That's fucking crazy. But you gonna say fight hype. It's like saying, oh yeah, Haney said the fight did 300K buys and the boxing voice said so. What are we talking about here? Hell no. Nah.
has access to that type of shit though. Him
Hell
being
no.
who
Nah.
he is. Okay, bro. You don't be a part of a company that he's a
Oh,
part of and don't have access to this
you
shit
right
though.
there with Leonard Ellaby. getting the
No, I'm just
numbers.
saying. I
Nah,
know.
man.
Come
Hell
on, bro.
nah. Come
You
on,
can't
bro.
spin me with that shit. I'm
What?
saying
How
obviously
we
that
don't
nigga
know
got access
Canelo?
to it.
Okay, so how we didn't know Canelo numbers against Danny Jacobs and Canelo numbers against other guys on the zone? Why is that?
And Eddie Hearn came out when he fought Triple G
Oh,
and
because
said some
niggas was just
numbers.
high. It was niggas was
Eddie
just
Hearn.
hiding it for Canelo, huh?
I mean,
And it's
why
always
did
an
niggas
open for
care?
Haney.
Why did niggas
Come
care?
on, bro. Come
Did
on,
niggas
man.
care? Did Leonard
Come on,
Ellaby care
man.
what Canelo did? You can't spin me with the extra. Did Leonard Ellaby care what Canelo did? No. But we talking about Devin Haney. So you don't think he can get access to that? You a fool if you
Nigga talking
think
about
not.
some. At least Ryan don't be lying about his religion. And you see, that's the type of
Now,
crazy
see,
shit
now
I
that's
be
the lame
talking about.
shit. Now that's the. Man, I wish I had a blocked in it. You feel me on some, but you kind of just spinning it, bro. The man, no, I
I just
want to
blocked
get
that nigga.
blocked for
What the
real.
fuck?
No, I just feel like, hey, LB has access to that type of shit, bro, and you can't just downplay his work because he is an industry insider. We are not. We are getting third party and choosing to believe who we want to believe, so we can go back and forth all day. But I can't act like a nigga like Leonard
I'm just
Ellaby don't
saying
got access to those
that's
numbers
just
now.
one person. Oh, that's just one person that's
And fight
already
hype, but
that
I don't know.
look
Fight hype might be
look.
propagandish. Fight hype might be on the
Like I
propaganda.
said, if Bill Haney said it, but you know what's so crazy? Because you can sit here and tell me that Leonard Ellaby got them type of plugs and ties, and then I'll tell you that damn, well Bill Senior got me, Haney Senior got that too,
But he
and
never
niggas gonna be
said
like, nah, that
anything.
nigga's cap,
No,
that
but
nigga's lying,
but why did he say
but
the
that nigga's
numbers?
lying.
He could tell you Leonard lying, but he won't say the numbers. See, I read
He said
between his videos
200K.
too.
He said
No, he didn't. No, he did not. Find that. No, he did not. He did not put a number on it. He said what it wasn't. He said it was above this, but he did not put a number on it.
We can't let the spook himself, who said, oh, 50,000. 50,000. No, I heard 250. He said he heard 50. They say everything except let's fight because we have exceeded every number of all of his opponents.
Exactly. Did you hear that?
What was the number?
Now Bill said it.
What was the number?
He said 250.
He said, I heard 250.
250. And then
he said he heard.
Yeah, exactly.
No, say what it is. Fuck what you heard. Say what it is, man. You know the numbers. You part of the promotions, right? Why you got to talk in riddles?
You telling me that Haney Regis did exactly 50K on the number split?
I don't know. I'm saying it's not to look. I called it at 70. I called it at 70. I called it at 70. Me before the fight, I called it at 70. So whatever you want to spin, you can spin. But I knew on the zone that shit wasn't gonna cap over 70. If Wilder couldn't get over 70 on Fox, I knew they wouldn't get over 70 on the zone.
My thing
Flat
is,
out.
nah. My thing is, look, check this out. So Ellaby's telling the truth and Bill's just a liar, huh?
Bill never said a number.
He just said 250.
No, he did. He said he heard 250. How did you hear if you part of the promotion? How are you hearing?
Even
50K how are you hearing?
You believe that? Exactly.
No, I didn't know. I said, how are you hearing the number if you're part of it?
Man.
What is the number?
It sounded like
why you not pinning him to the wall and say no? I'm saying no. Haney's not saying anything. He's talking in riddles, and I ain't for that. I'm for the tell me what it is. Then if you're gonna say he's lying,
can you agree?
If you're gonna say he's lying,
can you agree?
Tell me what it is.
Can you tell me that can you agree that Haney outsold more than anybody that Tanks fought?
I guess you could say that.
Exactly. So I'm just saying we just gotta
but that don't mean
fight.
But that
gotta make the fight, bro.
But that don't mean I'm conceding. That don't mean you're controlling anything in these negotiations, little boy. You're not. You just not.
And that's the thing. Niggas is trying to make it seem like this nigga said he the A side.
He is.
Them niggas ain't never said they the A side. He might laugh and say,
you talking about you saying you sending me 20 million, you telling me what weight you ain't finna go to, you saying this and that, but you don't control none of that. How are you saying all of this when I'm controlling all this?
So you don't want to make the fight, and that's what I'm talking about.
How do you know they're not trying to make the fight though? How do you know that?
My thing is that's not showing signs of the same energy you show for Ryan Garcia.
That's internet cap. That's internet cap. We don't know what they trying to do. We don't know what
Exactly.
they trying to do.
Ain't no telling. But my thing is, if they ain't complaining about the weight, why y'all complaining about the weight? That sounds a little scary to me.
No, as a fan, I could say what I want to say. And shit, if he come in weighing 165, I feel like you shouldn't be fighting trying to fight a 135 or if you're not going to catch weight him. That's how I feel. Like you don't get the advantage because you're not the A side. You should find a catch weight to fight that man. If not, go on fighting old Keith Thurman and Tank need to fight Shakur. And we can stick to 135.
Yeah, it's old Keith Thurman when Haney want to fight him, but it wasn't old Keith Thurman when Tank wanted to fight him.
It was old Keith Thurman. It was old Keith Thurman. It was old Keith Thurman when he fought Barrios and got took through it. Even though he won, he was old then. Even when he got beat by Pacquiao, motherfuckers tried to discredit him then. You saying you going to 140? Look, because what you doing is you fighting
on Haney.
What you doing is because you trying to flirt with the weight classes, but ain't fighting the beast. Why are you going to just fight 140 with Progress and not fight Matias and Tio? Why are you trying to go to 140 and fight Thurman? Why aren't you trying to fight a Savage at 147? If you gonna go there, you playing Canelo games. I'm gonna go up there and fight the weakest opponent at the division. Then I'm gonna skip and go to another division to fight the weakest opponent.
The fan of the man with the rehydration clause is telling somebody they playing the Canelo games. Do y'all hear that?
You're going to concede. That's the Floyd games. You're going to concede to what I say as the A side. That's not a Canelo game. That's a Floyd game. That's a Floyd game. I gotta
get more advantage than you because all that power puncher shit and chinny shit, that shit just for the internet. It's different when we in person.
Oh, okay. I guess with niggas on the floor.
Remember Tank talking about, so you see what happened to the last nigga that
you do. That was Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, but you also seen what happened to the last nigga that said, "Oh, this nigga soft. He not street." You seen what happened to the last? You didn't hear Tank say that. Hey, all I heard is
you love putting some extra sauce on extra sauce. That ain't nothing he said.
At 140, Regis Progress said, "Hey man, I'm trying to fight Tank. What's up?" Nah, I'm uncomfortable.
That's fine. That's fine. You can say what you want to say.
Yeah.
You can say what you want to say, Regis. You don't control nothing. They trying to make it like he ducked Regis. You don't control nothing.
I ain't saying he ducked Regis. That's
what Haney said. Remember Haney in boxing voice.
Why nobody pressure him to fight the killers? Why nobody pressure Tank to fight the killers? But Devin got to fight the killers. He got to fight Boots. He got to fight.
Y'all are pressuring him to fight motherfuckers. Ain't that what the timeline is all day? The Haney and Tank ain't fighting nobody.
The only nigga we pressure him to fight is motherfucking Haney, Shakur, or Tio.
What they've been screaming for him to fight Loma for forever. They've been screaming for him to fight Shakur.
He not delivering. But you know who is? Devin Haney, man.
Nah, you didn't deliver about fighting Progress. You didn't
understand.
You didn't deliver about fighting Progress. He's not the most dangerous 140.
The worst thing Tank is doing is letting this nigga Haney just get better and better, bro. That's the worst thing he doing. You know that. I
guess, but you ain't fighting. You're not fighting the beast that you making him seem like he's fighting. Like most of the world think Loma beat him. You go up to 140. You fight the weakest champion. You fight the weakest champion at 140. Let's not get it twisted.
Now he the weakest champion.
He's not. He's not.
He's not the weakest champion.
He's not.
So Rolly better than Regis? God damn.
I forgot Rolly was even champion. I don't even consider that boy a champion.
Right here, right?
Wait a minute. But you're right. I'm talking about Tio and Matias.
Are we gonna act like Tio didn't fucking duck Regis? Tio started bringing up MTK and all that shit when Regis was trying to fight him, bro.
That probably was relevant. You want to bring it up when you want to bring it up, but that shit probably was relevant.
Nah. Why would
Fury can't come in the States because of it?
Why
it ain't relevant
when Haney fought him?
Oh, he got out that deal. He got out the deal recently, like within the last year, the pro bellum and all that shit. He got out that situation. That's how he was able to fight on the last little card. Was a pay to, you know what I mean? So it's been changing since then. But at the time,
a lot of folks been coming. You got Sonny Edwards. You see your man Sonny Edwards
slept. Who he got slept? Jesus Christ.
That
was a good fight though.
That nigga told the truth under oath just to come here and get slept. Man,
come here and get. I saw a motherfucker who bet called gravy on a parlay where they bet Bam would beat them 11 through 12, and they bet that Morrell would win 1 through 5. The odds was like plus 20,000 or some shit like that. So if you put any amount down, you know what I'm saying, you made some guap on this shit. I hate I missed it, but yeah, though he got his ass.
I can't fucking bet out here in Minnesota. That shit gets on my fucking nerves.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if they got some rules where you can't send people money to bed, but my people send me money like shit. I go to the casino for their ass and
That
just
and
send them
man,
the
my thing,
bread.
I just don't trust folks to do that because nigga,
I
if a nigga
feel
hit
that.
big, they gon' what I'm gonna do? Chase them online?
Yeah, exactly. That's why you got it's got to be some reputables because I feel you on that. I don't trust nobody with my dust neither. You know what I mean? But
I know, trust.
it was a good call to fight last night. I can't even front like and Colbert, man. Colbert hurt my feelings, but I always had him as that type of guy anyway. Like
I
you know
kind
what
of
I'm
felt
saying?
bad for him, but then again, I was like, nah, he was talking all that shit, nigga. He gotta eat this shit.
Yeah, even hey, man, you know why I like Bam. I mean, Sonny too. Sonny eating his words and taking it in his stride. You feel me? He know he talked the game and shit too, and had to eat them motherfuckers. But he posted pictures of his face all fucked up. Like,
I
yeah,
knew
this
Sonny was gonna lose based off like how he was acting during like fight week,
when he
and I don't even be
starts.
paying, and I don't even be paying attention to that type of shit. But I just seen him on the timeline, and he was on some like complaining about Bam, trying to insinuate that he on PEDs.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, look, man. They say facts can be misleading, while rumors, true or false, are often revealing, bro. So we can't always downplay the claims that a motherfucker making. You say they using it. Sometimes it be mind games, but you never know what be going on, bro, in the world that
That
we got.
African nigga said Morel. At the African nigga just said Morel's on PEDs. He just said that.
Hey, look, I can't put it past nobody. And I'm just be here for the evidence, so I don't really be liking the bullshit, just screaming it out there. But yeah, hey, I'll be always wondering about some of these guys though, especially with these weight cutting agents they be taking. And then when you see niggas like Virgil Ortiz be collapsing and shit from cutting weight and just
Bro,
be
I
on some.
know it's Virgil Ortiz, man. I ain't gonna put it on him, but I feel like it's him, bro. I feel like
Yeah,
he was on it because how do you explain that shit?
yeah, you on something, whether or not you taking the actually enhancement joints or the joints that to cut weight with or
But
whatever
I
the
was seeing
agents
that
are.
shit, the clenbuterol shit, man. That shit's crazy. You able to cut weight and maintain muscle? That's some wild shit. It is, man. So you telling me I can drop down to 147 and still be like as strong as if I was still 160?
And you gotta know, man, motherfuckers they get all of that info that we think we know. They getting the full details, bro. You know, a lot of them brothers I ain't gonna say brothers, but fighters be tempted to get themselves the advantage by fucking with that shit, man. So you never know,
You know,
man. But
my thing is, and niggas gonna call me biased, but I feel like it's not the black fighters. I feel like it's the other fighters to compete. You gotta keep it 1,000. When you see niggas like Boots Ennis coming into the game, not saying that
yeah.
he on it, but I'm just saying when you see
Yeah, I
that,
know what you mean. See,
that's
the
your
nigga like
competition.
that. Yeah, you on some
That's your
hold up.
competition.
I need a
You
dose
go
of something.
look how them boys was looking at Wilder, dog, early in the game. You telling me this big country nigga haven't really been boxing long, but he putting motherfucking ranked niggas down one shot? Hell no. All the boys will start juicing. There's every time they sign that contract, them boys start getting on that fucking juice. Povetkin,
Yeah.
that would have been a great fight too,
That
man.
would have been a good fight. I would have loved to see him fight for Vic, and I hate that went down. And for real, see all of that faking shit that happened with these motherfuckers led Wilder to Fury, bro. Like Wilder run would have been different if a lot of shit just wouldn't have happened, bro. You know what I mean? Like, because
I
Fury didn't
know.
even deserve a Wilder fight for real. Wilder just threw him that bone in that situation, waiting on Joshua and trying to prove a point and just kind of, god damn, Wilder, man, that shit hurt
And that's
boxing. I
why
ain't gonna.
these folks talking about some, well, Haney, he need to go ahead and fight Boots and fight Matias and
But if
all
you're
shit. I'm
going to
like,
campaign
them
at
niggas
these
is
weight
good fighters,
classes,
but don't
bro,
y'all want to see Tank versus Haney? Why
no.
are
But
y'all
if you're
trying to
going to
push them niggas
campaign
on
at
him?
these, no, you can't. But see, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you're going to campaign at these weight classes, you do need to fight the mugs. If you claiming you are who you say he is, if he the second coming to Floyd and all this shit y'all hyping up, don't do the dancing around
He
the
want big
top
money
composition.
fights. Why he can't get
You
the
don't
big
just
money fights? He don't earn it. He don't
Well, you
deserve it.
gotta, but you have to concede to the big money guy, like Floyd did to Oscar, like Canelo did to Floyd. You just gotta do that if you really want that, and if you as good as you say you are, you will do that. So
Man,
and
I'm
it
telling
ain't
y'all,
on Tank to make that decision. It's on Haney because Haney do the most yapping about Tank, like how they take him down. Got Bill running around saying all this shit. You putting yourself in more position where either people gonna believe you making him duck, or in my field where I'm looking at it like you using it, but you not willing to concede to make the fight, so you just using it to your attention
my thing is
advantage. Like,
actions speak. My thing is that actions speak louder than words. I can see they had a contract, something to base off, and them niggas were saying they sent him a contract, but they not even trying to agree. Like the whole Shakur situation. If it was a Shakur situation like that where Tank sent him a contract and it was like 25%, and the Haney's was like, oh nah, we feel like we worth more than that, and they turned it down, then I'll be looking like, okay, you niggas is
but
tripping
see, the
because y'all been
Haney's
asking
lied
for
about
like
sending Shakur some shit though, so we don't be knowing
that wasn't
what
no
really be
lie.
happening.
That
Bob
wasn't no
said it.
lie.
What Bob said it didn't happen.
No,
He said
Bob
they
said
never sent the contract.
no. Bob said that when it came to motherfucking Shakur saying he had this contract at the club. Bob said that shit was a fucking lie. Shakur didn't have no damn contract. But we supposed to believe that, right?
Hey, I don't know. I don't believe none of their ass. That's why I'm saying I don't be knowing what be going on behind the scenes. Niggas be capping to me. The niggas be using that internet to be shaping them
Hey,
narratives. I'm like,
bro,
man, this
somebody
shit
somebody
happen.
mad. Somebody was like, "Oh, Bill Haney, he bought all the media. He took them all out to dinner. He bought all of them. He put them on the payroll."
Hey, look, okay, that's people gonna put extra sauce on that, but let me tell you, that is smart of Bill Haney. I'm doing the Kinahan. I'm buying off the narrative speakers. Like so that way I control it. Now I ain't saying he guilty of it, but if he's doing it, that's not a bad thing. That's actually smart than a motherfucker because who controls our minds when it comes to this boxing news? They ass. Like, of course we got our own mind, but I'm saying one of them motherfuckers, Boxing Voice, put up an article. We gonna take it and run with it. That's just how we are. So
I
why
don't fuck
not
with the
buy them?
boxing voice.
Me
I
neither.
don't.
Me
I
neither.
don't
I'm
fuck
not
with the
talking
boxing
about me and
at
you.
all.
They so clownish. Like this nigga Ness is a clown.
That
But
nigga's a fucking rat. I don't
I'm
fuck with.
I'm just saying though, like that would be smart to have the writers in your pocket, like
But
so you can.
he don't have the big wig writers like, the motherfucking writers at ESPN or
But
Mike
you don't know.
Conner
But
and
they don't
shit.
control. They don't control the narratives anymore. Neither. You
I
got
know
your
them niggas is done.
them niggas is done. So that's what I'm saying. This is not a bad play by Haney, is what I'm saying. I say it to say it's not a bad thing. They trying to make it seem like it's some terrible shit. I'm saying like I'm smart. Like why not?
And
Why
that's
not
why I
pay them some
don't.
extra
That's why
little
I don't
dust to
understand.
feed my narrative?
See how you can respect. I don't see how folks can hate on Dev and Bill because I'm like, dog, these niggas is really getting to this bag, nigga,
Man, look, they
and they
really get to
making
the bag. And let me tell you the truth.
not even,
And you
but not even just the bag. It's the fact that they holding it down, nigga. They fighting, putting on great shows, nigga. You can't tell me that whole Regis versus Haney wasn't the fucking exciting situation from the build up to the fight.
Yeah, but you know who I gotta give a lot of props to though, and I know you don't want to. Eddie though, Eddie be promoting like a motherfucker, bro. Eddie gets it. Eddie knows that he has to. That's why Eddie, for real, Eddie knew the power of social media more better than a lot of these promoters. Like a lot of them catching up. That's why Leonard Ella be a little more vocal and blah blah blah. Because you do need somebody who willing to get out there and turn over every stone of this promotion. So even though they sold the fight with their personalities and all that shit, I do give Eddie Hearn props the way he be promoting. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think that Haney's profile is getting larger?
Yeah, of course, of course. But I don't
From
think the zone. I don't think fighting on the zone helps you at all, bro. Like at all. Like I just don't like. It's too hardcore-ish, bro. You
he
need
need
a
a,
you
but
you
I
need a
feel like the
real
boys at
general
Showtime
platform.
them boys at Showtime was a little biased when it came towards the Devin Haney. I heard how them boys Stephen Espinoza was talking about Dev.
No, no, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you how I feel. They wasn't trying to cough up the dough that Devin, that Bill was trying to step with, and they caught a gravy lick with her. Like, man, that boy just got $1 billion. Let's go over here with him. Like, we ain't even worth what he paying us yet, but we gonna sell him on the. I'm finna be the next Floyd, and you get with this now, you good. So they overpaid Haney in that first deal with his own like crazy, and even Eddie said it, but I knew it because I'm just like that dude
But
ain't
he's
even
still
worth
getting
it.
that type of. They talking about he got $6 million up front to fight Regis Prograis.
That's
Boy,
because
Tio
look,
Shakur, them
no,
niggas is not doing
hey,
nothing like that.
that's Haney.
Or
That's
Ryan.
They pulled a lick with they pulled a lick with Hearn, then they pulled a lick with the Kambosos fight where they was able to take less money but get a bigger name and start demanding more paper because he got the like niggas be talking about that 25% shit. The 25% shit is okay when the pie is big. You feel me on some so him taking less with that Kambosos fight, he probably still got a good 8 million or something. So you don't go to the table with nothing less than that at your negotiation table. But Aaron them and Steve and them, they ain't going for that. You could better stick with Eddie because unless you generate that type of money for real, we can't give you that type of money. So that's why they sticking over there with the zone because Eddie believe in him. Eddie still got a bag, and that's really his only star in the U.S. for real outside of Bam.
But are you trying to tell me that motherfucking he barely breaking even with Devin Haney though?
Probably now, yeah. But in the beginning, he was losing. Ain't no way you pulling that type of bread in fighting the niggas he was fighting on the zone, bro. And he was getting paid nice paper. Nice paper. I'm actually proud of them for putting the sting on Eddie Hearn ass. Your thirsty ass want to throw money at all these fighters with this big budget. We finna get you. But
AB
I
should have
think
took that shit.
AB should have took that shit. It's a lot of fighters that would have probably profited from that, but they was staying loyal to Al. Like I think Charlo would have did good by fucking around. I actually think that Wilder deal with Joshua would have been good for him, just because look what happened by holding
let's
out.
cook on that real quick on that whole Wilder situation because I gotta be honest and open about that whole Wilder Eddie Hearn the zone shit right now. I'm looking at it right now as a boxing fan, like, yeah, I want to see Wilder get good fights. But it's like, man, it's just so crazy looking at Wilder on the zone now.
It really is. It
It's
really is. But it
super
really ain't
crazy.
but me, I guess my okay with it is I really know it ain't the zone or Eddie. It's that A-Rap throwing that dust
But
around, bro.
that does, and I know the money
That's
too
he
good.
throwing
The
that
money
dust.
too
Man,
good to
come on,
say
man.
no.
Yeah, and then right now it's a trippish time. Who knows where Wilder stands in this Amazon deal? I'm pretty sure he's a part of it. I'm pretty sure he's a bargaining tool in Al negotiations. But in the meantime, until we really figure this shit out, here go a massive payday. 2 of them. Shit, you would be a
Bro,
fool not to jump
they
on
got
that.
this nigga Wilder. He doing the little face off of Parker. They got 2 Tyson Fury fucking associates talking to this nigga, and they talk about Fury, and I'm just looking like, boy, this nigga Wilder hella cool to collect. That money must be real good, man.
Man, I already told you about your boy when he went over there teeth and gums with Fury the first time. It wasn't because he was scared of him. It was because I was happy to get that money. It reminded me of how when niggas fight Floyd, they always cheesing after the fight. I don't give a fuck what type of bad blood went on before the fight. After the fight, niggas be hugging him, man. Thank you. Thank you for the lottery ticket. You feel me?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Eric, I feel you. Eddie, that plug in the Middle East. You know, in retrospect, Wilder should have taken the deal. I feel like if they could have made it to where they fought on Showtime, I do think they would have stood to make more money than the Showtime deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if they'd have fought on Fox or something, or Fox would have super overly promoted Wilder versus Joshua when they would have made way more money than Wilder probably would have walked away with a good 70. You know what I mean? A good 70 mil instead of the 120 for the 3 fights and all that. He'd have probably walked away with a good 70 for one of them fights. And if the fight would have been good, the double down would have been crazy. You know what I mean? So he was smart that he didn't take it, but in retrospect, with Joshua coming over here losing, that's another thing that fucked up the fight too. Andy Ruiz put some brakes on that shit. That was crazy. Yeah, so we gonna see how that shit play out now, but they gotta get their dust right now. And that Arab dude throwing around a lot of bread. And see, they've been throwing bread at all sports from soccer to golf, but it's enough people of other persuasions to keep them where they at. Like I think they offered Mbappe like $1 billion for 1 year and he turned it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? He getting paid hundreds of millions anyway. So that ain't really sway him. And then even with the golfers, they offered hella to get the PGA but enough investors kind of kept him home. You know what I mean? But with boxing, niggas ain't eating right now, so that boy throwing around that reckless bread. Who you know got enough paper to throw around that type of money? With all them type of fighters on one card and only charge $30 on the pay per view. That's just just let you know it's throwaway money. No, Andy got paid. Definitely got start living like that. Just show you niggas ain't just black folks. That boy's living like a nigga.
Oh, my bad, but okay.
No, I was talking to the guy Eric Gomez on the
Well, he
chat, but
said
yeah,
Andy
no.
got paid and fumbled the belts. Yeah, Andy, he did fumble. He fumbled that shit big time. His
No,
ass.
we was talking about Wilder turning down the deal, and I was just saying in retrospect, we wish he would have taken it. But when you thinking like how he was thinking at the time, like 120 million for 3 fights sound like a lot of money. But if they would have done Anthony Joshua and Wilder on Fox, man, he would have got 70 mil in one fight. You feel me on some so?
I
And if it would have
know,
been a good fight, they'd have
and
doubled
that's
down.
and that's why a lot of people didn't understand that part. It's like, dog, people just see the number, but they not seeing like, nigga, you talking about I gotta stay on this network when I
For
can
2 more fights.
2 more fights
And do you
against
know
who?
Floyd walked away with 300 million against Pacquiao? And you trying to tell me to sign 3 fights for 120? Like, and nothing's bigger. I don't give a fuck how big Floyd was, and maybe I'm on my nostalgia, but nothing in the world is bigger than a black heavyweight champion, nigga. Through
I
history.
know, and they know that. A lot of folks
Not
know
no
that
LeBron James, not no Lionel Messi, not no nobody. The black
because
heavyweight champion of the world is the most dominant sports figure, period.
that's a part of American history. Like that's something that's taught in the history books of around this time. Muhammad Ali was the fucking champion, or Joe Louis was the champion around this time. That shit is literally. I remember going to had history class and they were talking about Joe Louis and shit and Muhammad Ali because that's just a part of the culture,
Yeah.
American culture, to have a good heavyweight champion.
And that's why Wilder losing was so hurtful to the cause of boxing. Like, because I think it just would have had a trickle down effect for
I'm telling you,
PBC and
I
boxing, period.
and I hate the way boxing did Wilder, man, because a lot of people gonna turn their head to that shit and say, "Oh, nah, ain't no funny business going on." But we all know it, man. When them MTK boys came through during the pandemic, nigga, they was feeding all them boxing journalists, niggas, man.
That's why Bill Haney picking up where Kinahan left off. let me get these guys to spew my narrative,
Nigga,
goddamn me. But
I'm telling you, every fucking article was negative about Wilder. Oh, Wilder said the suit. Wilder said this. Wilder said that. Wilder wore headphones. What the fuck? Shit, crazy, right?
and you know who was fueling that shit? Who never talked bad about Mike Coppinger, dog. Mike Coppinger is the leading journalist in DK crew. You feel me on
I
some that nigga?
know. Do you, man? I don't know if you was following me around that time, but you could probably see it on my channel, man. Back when that during that Wilder Fury situation, because I was getting interviews with Malik Scott and all that shit. This nigga hit me up in a DM talking about what's new with Wilder. I swear to God,
Who, Mike Coppinger?
Mike Coppinger, and he asked me, "Do you really believe that stuff with the cheating and the gloves?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? This guy, you the journalist? What the fuck you asking me this shit for? You should know." What the fuck? I swear to God,
Straight up.
it's on my YouTube channel. Just look it up, Artman Mike Coppinger on my YouTube. He was talking about it. He was in my DM or whatever. He ended up blocking me after, because I'm like, I was heavy Team Wilder. I'm like, what the fuck this nigga DMing me for about this shit? Crazy.
Look at the man.
Yeah.
He say Tank fans want to come up with new excuses. Now they saying Haney don't want the fight because he's not signed with PBC. Oh man.
Yeah, I
Once
seen that.
again,
I seen
that's
that.
one of them.
And that was my dude Dripper. He said,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was just
he
gonna say
noticed in the
Dripper did
past,
that shit.
Dev signed with everybody. He fought. He signed with everybody that he fought. He signed with ESPN to fight Loma. He signed to this, and that, which is true. But what is he implying? He's implying that he got to sign to fucking Al Heyman or whatever to fucking PBC to fight Tank. They got to put him in a 3-fight deal. I don't get it. But shout out to my dude Lex.
Yo,
Yo,
you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I
What's
feel
up,
like
man?
I got to straighten y'all out, man. Y'all talking a lot of propaganda
Nah,
over
you
there,
you
man.
gotta straighten because I don't know if you met my bro Blunt's boxing. He already talked about the Bill Haney on the buying the media campaign.
He is, and y'all the sick shit is like y'all falling for it and not even like y'all not even like showing no
Falling for what
resistance.
exactly? Falling for what exactly?
Like, bro, there's a way to make a fight, and like if listen, I want to see Tank versus Devin, but y'all letting Bill tell y'all lies because the
Lies like
shit
what?
lies like this $20 million Tank ducking, just all the stuff that I'm seeing on Twitter and people retweeting, seeing 7-8
My thing is,
and
who's to say
all these
that
people
20 million
like
wasn't true?
it don't have to
We
be
know it.
true.
We know the zone. We know
No.
the zone got it like that.
All right. Stop. Just stop. Use your brain, bro.
I'm
Use your
using my
brain.
brain. You acting like I'm not. I ain't brainless, nigga.
You're
I'm
not
using my
because
brain.
okay. So use your brain. If first of all, how many pay-per-views did Tank versus Ryan do?
They said 1 million, right?
They did. Do you believe it?
Shit, I don't got no reason to not to believe it. I ain't going to
Okay.
look and say, "Oh, this nigga's lying."
Okay.
I don't got nothing.
So first of
That
all,
involve me.
They said it did 1.2. Okay. So it didn't. It did. So you don't think that Tank made more than 20 million in that fight?
Yeah, when you
I
consider
agree.
the
I know he made more than 20.
yeah, of course. I heard
Oh,
that
okay.
the
Okay.
guarantee. I heard the
So
guarantee was
stop.
like,
Stop.
hold on 1 second. I heard the
Period.
guarantee was like 6 million, and then the rest was made off like pay-per-view back end, which was very successful.
Okay, so the fight probably did like $90 million of paper. So he definitely made more than 20. So if Tank fight Devin on PBC, how many pay-per-views do you think it's going to do? Because I think
Shit, that
that
shit
fight will
probably
do a
do.
million.
I don't.
Exactly. You about
See,
to
and that's
say
the thing. My brother,
you
my
about to
brother
say what
Bloods
I'm about to
boxing. He
say.
don't think
The
it's gonna
fight.
do 1 million.
No, I think the fight will do a million. I think that fight does a million. So my point is, why the fuck are we talking about an offer of 20 million when Tank already is made probably 30 or 40 off of one fight in the past,
But
and if he will do
who's to
another
say?
30 or 40,
Who's to
who's to say
say that
what?
20 million isn't the? Who's to say that 20 million ain't money guaranteed, and then the rest will be made in pay-per-view back end?
Because come on, like I said, man, use your mind. Who you think gonna do a better pay-per-view, the Zone or PBC?
That's my saying. It was not a question of who would do the better pay-per-view. It was just the question of, is he trying to
And
make
this
that fight? Would he accept that 20 million?
And see, no, this is all a part of Bill Haney's spin tactics, bro. Like,
Oh
you don't
boy.
negotiate. No, I'm saying that's part. Look, bro, that's part of him buying the media off. If you don't understand, Bill Haney's becoming a pro of controlling narratives and using the internet to spin people's minds, bro. Like, you don't negotiate like that. You don't talking about
Yo,
some Tank
Art,
turning up.
and that's my point. Art, if you want to really negotiate a fight, you don't do it through the media. You know what happens? They'll say, "Hey, he said, hey, who on your team do we need to talk to?" The answer is Al Heyman. He said, "Okay, listen, we really want to make the fight, so let's chop this shit up." So they go to Al Heyman. They might meet in person, and they do whatever it needs to do to make the fight happen. Devin,
Yeah, and
I
I feel
think
like
you're
that, and I
again.
feel
I
like that
think
would happen. Honestly, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the fight's not going to happen next because Leonard Ellaby and Al already promised Amazon Prime a fight on their platform
yeah, but that's
against
it.
somebody. It
Art,
don't matter
Why
who do it first.
wouldn't you want it on Amazon? What this guy talking about?
And
What matters? What platform and host on? Why
and that's what
wouldn't
I'm
you want
talking.
it to be most
Hold on.
visible for the
Let me
most
speak. And
eyes
that's
in
and
the
that's what
world? Like,
and
that's
that's what I'm thinking.
crazy.
But also, I'm also thinking that if these guys ain't trying to send them a paperwork to initiate a fight, then what are we doing here? I haven't heard anything about Devin Haney turning down a fight that was offered to him, and y'all haven't either.
Art.
Well, Bill can say he sent anything. That don't mean it's true. He could get on the internet and say anything. We don't know if that's fact or
But
not.
I'm just
Like,
saying, Tank. If we all know Tank is the A side, we all know that. Everybody knows that. Why hasn't the A side saying anything, stating anything? There's nothing to
but
argue with to
when
say, because
okay.
folks is talking about welterweight, junior welterweight, and this is that. But there's nothing to even base an argument off of because there's no contract that's been sent to my knowledge from the A side. And that's how boxing works, right? I thought the A
Well,
side is the
well,
person who
well.
send the
Do
contracts
we
out.
ever hear? Do we ever hear about Canelo sending contracts? And he's always the A side. We don't know when they send these contracts or what he submits
Yeah,
or how it
and
go down.
my dude Haas boxing, he said now it matters with the platform. I thought these niggas was able to do cross promotion. They
But
just did
why
that. So
wouldn't you want it to be? Why
why
would
is this mix up all of a sudden? They just
Who
did that.
said? I mean, who said it's a mix up? This is all internet hearsay. That just like Tank not going to 140 is internet hearsay. We don't know what Tank willing to agree to. But when Devin is always running his mouth saying 3 weeks ago I could make 135, then after the fight I ain't dropping down 140 for nothing. I
Yeah,
mean, that
because
don't sound like
niggas felt that shit,
that
man.
nigga
Hold
knew that
on,
shit when he fought
niggas felt
Loma.
that. It's different.
That nigga knew that shit when he fought Loma that he wasn't trying to go to
All right,
135 no
listen.
more.
All right, listen, bro.
Okay, but my thing,
If
hold on.
all right,
My thing is, we can agree. We all can agree right now that the ball is in fucking Gervonta's corner because he's the A
no, it's
side.
not.
Nothing
No,
don't.
it's not.
What are you
No,
talking?
that's not
Nothing
art.
don't
That's
move
not
until
how it works.
Gervonta say something.
Because
It's that's
no,
not
no,
true.
art. No, it's not true. Because here's the thing: if Devin wants to make the fight, they know who to contact, and that's Al Heyman. They're not even reaching out to put themselves in position to make the fight happen.
This guy Tank
Like,
said he reached out to Al
no,
Heyman.
but
Al Heyman didn't even pick up the phone. Now he talking about if you see me fight somewhere else. What is this?
Man,
What is that
that
shit?
nigga was saying that shit with Floyd, man, and
art,
ended up right back
that
on
don't
PBC with
Yeah,
Floyd.
but we
let's
gotta know.
all
We
right,
gotta never mind that. But we gotta
let's
everything that
compare it to
Devin do. We
something.
gotta
Let's
put
compare it to
full
something.
spectacles on
Listen,
that.
listen, listen, listen. Listen to me for a second. Let's compare it to something that you actually like. When Wilder wanted to fight Joshua, what did Eddie Hearn say?
Tank didn't
Man,
say he
I'm
wanted
not, and
140
that's
to
the
stop
thing. I'm not
boxing.
trying to get mixed up with the past. I'm talking about what's going on right now.
But no,
Like,
you're
why
not
isn't
trying to get mixed
Javante
up with the
Juice?
past.
But I
You're not
understand.
trying
I
to get wait.
understand the
Let me.
fight can't be next because Javante need a tune-up.
It could be next. It's Devin. Devin has to do what is required to make the fight happen. And here's it.
What is that? Just call
And
Go
Al.
go
Why Tank
what
go
if
can't
get
he
call
asked him to
Al?
catch weight? What if he asked him to catch weight? Then what?
Well, we haven't
Listen,
got
I don't
that
know.
far to even
It's all
say.
listen.
Right.
It's all a negotiation. I don't know what weight the fight will happen at. Maybe it's at 35. Maybe it's at 38. Maybe it's at 40. But if Devin, because here's the thing, Bill fooling y'all niggas, going on all these channels, paying these niggas to
Oh
put
my, he
lies out
not
about
paying
Tank.
me. I don't know. I don't get what you talking. He ain't
Yeah,
put,
but you
bro.
getting manipulated
I
by
swear
everyone
on
because
everything.
hey, hey, Art, guess what?
I'm not going
Art,
to
guess what?
fucking.
I know your big homie.
Hold on one sec. I'm not going to fucking the boxing voice and listening to what Ness saying and saying, damn. Half the time I don't even be paying attention to that shit. I'm listening to Bill directly from his fucking Instagram page. That's what I'm talking about. And my thing is, we can't sit here and say Bill is lying. Then who's telling the truth? Larry Ellaby? Because there's been multiple occasions where Larry Ellaby been calling a lie as well. And
All right,
then my guy
when
Blunts
Ella be
Boxing,
lied
hold
about
on, my guy
numbers.
Blunts Boxing, you talking about, well, Devin should have never said that he fighting 135. Well, Tank should have never said he fighting at 140. He literally said
No,
that.
that don't that I don't that point don't matter
So
because
that's
the
why
fight is
it's
going to
like
happen where they
y'all hold
negotiated to
Devin to a
happen.
different standard than y'all hold Tank. And I get it. I'm a fan of both. But I feel
That's
like
not
y'all holding
even
them to a different standard.
that's not true, bro. Because I don't care
That's
where the
not
fight
true, bro.
happens at. The only thing I care about is if like again going you don't want to compare the Wilder situation because it'll make you look wrong. If Wilder really wanted that AJ
I don't
fight,
gotta compare. I don't want to compare the Wilder situation because that's in the past. I'm talking about what's going on right now because I feel like we're just gonna be doing a whole bunch of what's going on. I want to know
well here's
hasn't
what's
the
going
A
on right
side
now. Here's
why
an
hasn't the
example.
A
When you
side contacted Al? No, matter of
that's because
fact, the A
that's not
side
how
did
it
say he
happens,
contacted
bro.
Al, and he said Al didn't pick up the
When
phone. So what are we saying?
when
What are we
when a
saying?
it don't matter who contact when a fight is supposed to happen, right? Two parties go into negotiation and they discuss all the points of making a fight, the revenue split, the location, the ring size, the glove size, the weight, all that stupid stuff. Devin isn't even doing that. Devin,
So you're
and
telling
here
me that the B side has to initiate the negotiations.
no,
Is that what you're telling
it
me?
may not have it may not be initiate, but he has to partake in the negotiation. And Devin,
Bro,
I'm
how
gonna
can
tell
you
you,
partake
listen,
in something that's not even present? This guy is not even
Yeah, I don't
offering
know.
him
Yeah.
no,
anything.
you know
How
why?
can you?
You know why?
I
You know
don't get.
why it's
It's like you saying the B side
I'm
has
gonna
to.
tell you
He has
why.
to do this, but he has to also know his place
No, no,
as
no.
a B
I'm
side.
telling you why, bro. The reason why Devin don't want to partake is because Bill is gonna have to take a back seat, and Bill wants to continue the Devin Haney show. He wants to keep running around and parlaying deal after deal. I'm not mad at that because that's his son, And if you want to do what you do with your son, I'm not in position to say anything about that. What I don't respect about what Bill and Devin are doing is they're lying. Because if they really wanted to fight Tank, the place that the fight will happen the quickest is on PBC. It'll do
Dev
the
got to
biggest
do all this,
pay-per-view.
but Ryan Garcia and Hector Garcia don't got to do none of that, and
What do
that's why I be
what
questioning
Where
things.
does it,
what
wait,
what
Bill
do
where does the
not
Dev
Ryan
gotta
Garcia
Bill's
fight
do?
not
happen?
confused. Bill
Wait,
is
wait.
not confused. Hold on. Bill's not confusing me to believe that Haney got to do all this, but these guys get the cakewalk. They just get the fight. Why
Bro,
hasn't the A side sent the contract to even negotiate anything? Is what I don't
because it's
understand. Why does the
because
B
it's not
side
how
have to do
you
this,
because
this, and that?
you're not being realistic about how this works.
What I want to know from you, what does Tank have to do to make this fight happen?
He have to do. He has to do what like if he tells Al,
What
hey
what
Al,
what does Tank have to do to make this fight happen? Is what I want to know.
what do you mean? What does Tank have to do? Like, what do you like?
I'm
Just be
saying, like,
just show up
Tank
in it.
wants this fight, what would Tank do to make this fight?
Like, here's how it works. Tank can say, hey Al, I want to make this fight
That's what I'm
happen.
saying. Like, if Tank wants
Listen,
to fight,
just listen. Stop.
what does Tank have to do to make the
But
fight?
do you even want to talk or like you just want to keep talking over me?
I'm just saying, go ahead.
But you keep talking over me. I'm trying to go ahead. If Tank say, hey Al, let's make this fight, and Al reach out to Bill, and there's no one on the other line, what is Tank supposed to do? If Bill and Devin are serious about fighting Tank, which they say they are, they could go. They got Al's number. They're not dumb. They could reach out
So
to Al
you're
and say,
telling
"Hey
me that the
Al."
B side got to call Al. The guy
No,
that's associated with
what
Al
I'm
doesn't have to
telling
call
you
Al.
is when two parties want to fight, they negotiate together. And if one side of the party ain't picking up, then there's no real initiative to make the fight. Now, what I do know is because Tank is the A side, the fight would happen on PBC. Because just like the Ryan Garcia and Tank fight happened on PBC, same situation. Ryan went to PBC. His lawyer went to Al and said, hey, we're ready to do this. Let's negotiate. Bill doesn't want to do that because Bill wants to keep getting checks for the same way Tank getting checks to fight people you think is inferior. Bill getting checks for fighting because who is next fight going to be? It's not going to be Tank. It's not going to be Matias. It's not going to be Teofimo. It's probably not going to be Ryan. So who you
My
think he's going to fight?
guy
It
says,
ain't going to
how
be
do
a
you
hard
know this
fight
hasn't or haven't happened yet? So you're insinuating that Tank called Al and they called Bill and Bill didn't pick up because they're trying to finesse and get more bags fighting other guys? I don't
you
understand
know,
that.
someone asked the question, how do I know it hasn't happened? Because when real negotiations are happening, it doesn't happen through social media. You know what happens when real negotiations are happening? No one's talking because people want to make real business happen. Real business doesn't happen through YouTube. It doesn't happen on the boxing voice. It doesn't happen on Twitter. It happens in the business room and everything is confidential and classified between the two parties.
And
And when
that's what
shit
I'm
is
saying.
agreed
So
upon, you announce it.
how do we know that none of this has happened? And how do we know that Bill is the liar, the bad guy in the situation?
Because Bill is putting out the most
Yeah,
misinformation
Bill
out of
Bill
everyone.
controlling the narrative of what's happening, but we don't really know what's happening. But he just telling us what's he's saying happening, but we don't know if
Even
that's true or
even the
not.
fact even the fact that you can't sit here and say, hey Tank, we're gonna offer you 20 million. That's like saying, hey Bill Gates, we're gonna pay you 500 million to come work for me.
Last time I checked,
Bill Gates worth billions.
Tank the one that
You don't
said
need to
he's
take.
gonna Tank the one that said he's gonna offer motherfucking Haney 10%. So is he the one? Is he not controlling the narrative too?
Is he what?
Is he
I
controlling
didn't
the
hear him.
narrative too?
I didn't hear him say he was gonna offer. Well, he probably
Yeah,
did tweet some shit like that. I don't know.
I've
He
never seen
definitely
that.
said that. He definitely said I'm offering him 10%. So
My
damn, that's a
bottom
little
line is
misleading right here, ain't it?
I think they probably are negotiation, but one thing I will say, this social media hype helps the buzz of the fight. So I think both things could be true where they saucing it up through social media, but on the low, really working on the plan. Because I don't think they doing all this engaging with the IG posting of the fight and
Yeah,
take commenting on it.
my thing
I
is
don't
I
think
feel
this shit
like
is just
guys
happening.
like
I
Leonard
think they
Ellerby is doing more harm to the fight than promoting the fight. I
no,
feel
you
like
just don't want to believe what he said. If it was 50,000, it was 50,000.
so if it's 50,000, what are you implying that they shouldn't make the fight? Because last time
No,
Yeah,
I
he just
checked,
saying the truth.
that's 50,000 more than the last niggas.
I don't
But he just
understand why is that 50,000 number unbelievable? Like
That's
it's the
what I'm
zone.
saying.
It's
Like
a
if
shitty
Wilder did
platform.
70 on Fox, why would the
Because
progressive
you
Haney
can
be
call
far-fetched at 50 on the
into Fox
zone?
and Showtime and get those numbers. You can't call into a streaming surface
No,
and
I'm
see how
saying
many
I
streams
can
they
No,
see
got.
those
You
numbers
can't.
being
That's totally
lower
different.
because of the platform, not because of
listen.
what
That's
you
talking
saying.
about cable television and motherfucking the app. That's totally
So listen
different.
to what I'm saying. So if they did 70,000 with Fox, you could see that number being lower with a off-brand platform. Is what I'm saying.
But not only that, let's rewind a little bit. Ellerby
But
has
I'm
been in
saying
the
what
boxing.
hold on before we go into the specifics. I just want to know, what does that have to do with anything when Tank is the guy that's supposed to be sending the contract? My argument is
that's what
there's
Ellaby is
nothing to
saying.
base an argument off of because we don't know if Tank even sent a contract or anything.
Bro, there hasn't been any fucking contract sent because it's not even like you don't send a contract. You
And
go to the
exactly
table and
like my dude Nick
negotiate.
said.
All
Hold on
right,
one
that's
second,
like,
one second. Like my dude Nick said in the comment section, the way folks talk about Haney and Bill being quote unquote liars, I guarantee you, if Tank Team reached out to Heyman and Haney turned it down, you would hear about it. You would
How would
definitely
you
hear
hear
about it.
about it?
You
How the
definitely
fuck
would
would you
hear
hear
about it.
about it? How?
Unless you're
How?
saying Bill just controlling everybody.
How would they hear about it?
Because you know Leonard Ellerby, the same guy that's talking about 50K.
But they don't leak all Al Heyman
You know
business.
Leonard would easily say, well, we offered them guys some money and them guys turned it down. Them boys said, nah.
Ellerby
They
not
going
even
another
part of the
direction.
negotiations no more. He's kind of just like the worker guy for PBC. He's not part of the
But
negotiations, no
my
way.
question is, why do y'all care about pay-per-view buys when motherfucking none of Tank's fighters opponents had pay-per-views?
yeah, I had a double bacon cheeseburger.
Get a double bacon cheeseburger.
Hell yeah.
So why do I care about the pay-per-view buys?
Yeah, why do you care about the pay-per-view buys if none of the fights prior to
I mean,
Haney
I didn't.
had
Listen,
pay-per-views?
I didn't
It's
bring.
not like Team
I
Haney is
didn't.
saying that they're the A side, is what I don't understand.
But when they say what they not finna do and what they sending off, they is trying. They are coming off. Well, you
Because
said
they can the same way I told Shakur Stevenson he got to get some respect in the negotiation. Why Haney can't get no respect in the negotiation? Niggas do not want to make 135 because you already seen the nigga look crazy. Why can't the fight just be at a catchweight like they did Ryan or Mario Barrios? Is my question.
that's what it should be.
No one here is complaining about the weight. My only problem is seeing people repeat misinformation. I don't respect that because it's no different than what Eddie Hearn was
What's
doing on
considered
Wilder.
misinformation and what's law? Because Leonard Ellerby saying 50K, so you telling me he got 50? They sold $50,000. I mean 50,000K pay-per-views. Even 50K
What is
even, not
I have a
51
question,
point,
Artman.
not
Artman,
49.5.
Art,
50K even. We gotta run with that.
Art,
You
listen,
saying you don't
Ellerby
care
has,
about the pay-per-view number, but you keep bringing them up though. Like
I'm just saying because you're trying to tell me that I'm being misled, but Leonard Ellerby is speaking truth to power.
I'm just saying, it's not far-fetched for that number to be that number though. It's not. It's not a far-fetched number.
No, my problem with the comparison, Artman, is the fact that like if Ellerby says that and it's just like kind of like matter of fact, it's like, all right, cool, like that's what you say, whatever. But like that has nothing to do with a negotiation, right? That's just like a fact that could not be true. What Bill is doing is he's putting out stuff that is supposedly negotiation that is a lie, and it's creating this.
What exactly? Because I haven't heard Bill. I'm telling you, I've never
So you
heard
didn't
Bill
hear
say
Bill
we
say,
was in negotiations
you
with
didn't
Tank,
hear Bill.
and they said
Bill
this.
say, hey Tank, we got 20 million. He didn't say that,
And you turned it down.
That's fake. That's fake negotiations.
Yeah, that's bogus.
That's
Saying he was offered
that's
20
flat out.
million. Saying
That's
he was.
flat out.
So is that not true? Was he not offered 20 million?
I know it's not true.
We don't know.
Why not?
No,
All I heard Leonard Ellerby say is that
I
he
know
calls
it's not
the
true.
shots. That's all I heard Leonard Ellerby say. He called the shots, which is reasonable. So I can understand him saying that, yeah, they turned down a 20 million fight because what the fuck, we want to fight on PBC, Amazon Prime.
They didn't even say they turned it down. It doesn't exist. It's the same shit Eddie Hearn did when he was talking about giving all these fake deals to Wilder.
What is Tank Team doing to make the Haney fight right now?
We don't know.
I mean, that we can't answer. I'm sure he's called out. And guess what? What is Devin doing to make the Haney fight? We all know one simple thing.
I don't understand how we can have a full. I don't understand how we can have a full agreement that Devin is the B side, and you're telling me what is Devin doing to make the fight when it's the A side, who's the person who signs off on the fights.
Listen, Here's a comparison, a couple comparisons. Canelo wanted to get the IBF belt off of Caleb Plant. He went to PBC. Crawford wanted to get the WBC, WBA, IBF off of Errol. He went to PBC. So why is it like why are we why like the
Ryan
one
Garcia
obvious
wanted the
thing?
Tank fight. Ryan
He went
Garcia
to
wants the Tank
PBC.
fight, and he's
So
on the zone still and fought
yeah,
Tank
but
and
guess
watched. And
but
both
where did the
But
fights,
it
fight
was
happen?
the fights
distributed
was
by
on
it
the
was
zone and
distributed by
PBC.
Showtime. It was
Where did the
distributed
fight
by
happen?
Showtime.
Right, and it was a Showtime PBC fight.
Yeah.
It
Let's not
wasn't a
act like
DAZN
that
fight.
ain't happened,
So
bro.
Art, here's my thing, right?
Y'all
All the
make it
Devin
seem like Bill just some mastermind. He said Bill said the fans let Tank and his team just piss on their head and call it right. Hey,
my
you gotta
problem
chill, man.
my problem is what the one thing like and like I think we all want to fight. We all want to see this fight. But my problem is Devin Haney fans who know better is pretending not to know better.
I don't
Cause they
understand because I'm sitting here asking you the questions and you telling me it's all Devin Haney's fault, but I'm telling you what has Tank Team to do. What has Tank Team do to make the fight? And you telling me you don't know,
yo,
but you know for a fact that Devin
no,
Haney's team
here's the
is
I
in
know
the
it because
wrong.
they're not. I know it because Devin's team is not even putting themselves in position to like Ryan's team. Ryan Garcia said, "Hey, Lupe Valencia,
What position did Cruz put himself in to get this fight?
he's with PBC, bro. Come on, like why are you doing this?
The
I don't
zone,
understand. Like, what
bro.
is you trying
Ryan
to do?
Garcia is
What
not with
like why are you
PBC. So
pretending?
what are we talking about?
Yeah, and guess what? Ryan Garcia said, "Hey, Lupe Valencia, aka his lawyer, call Al Heyman and make this fight for me. Let's negotiate." And they call Al Heyman, and the fight happened. And if Devin wants it, he'll say, "Hey,
Why
Dad."
isn't Tank's team calling Al Heyman? Is what I don't understand.
They probably haven't. Al probably said, "Yo, let me take care of it." And if Bill, whatever Bill
So
is doing is whatever Bill is doing.
until then, I'm not gonna say Bill's just some lying ass, scamming ass nigga.
He is a lying ass, scamming ass nigga. And
Hell
this
nah.
has nothing to do
And
with
that's the
Devin.
thing.
I
I
have nothing
respect,
ill to say
and I
about
feel like
Devin.
it's a lot of. I feel like there's a
His
lot of
pop is a
other.
liar though, bro.
I feel like there's a lot of other things coming into this a conversation when it comes to Bill. Like folks be hating on Bill and Haney for other reasons, and it's crazy because
I
it's
ain't say
like,
nothing about
dog,
Haney.
I'm
Have
not
I
gonna
said
sit here
anything
and
about
say
Haney?
Bill's the worst thing
Nah,
in
you
boxing
or
when
you
there's
finna
guys
go
like
bringing
Bob
some other
Arum,
people's shit in
guys
like
like
that ain't
Bob
got nothing to
Arum, and
do
all
with
these
what we
guys running
talking
around
about.
here. Hell nah, hell nah.
That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking
So
about.
more hypotheticals. I'm saying, I'd never
No
seen
one's
so
talking about
much.
Devin. No one's even saying a word.
Hold on, my people. They saying in the comment section, I'd never seen such an attempt to protect Tank. Ryan still had to go through Oscar to make the fight.
Yeah, and
He said,
whoever
"I
said
swear,
that,
black dudes
whoever
just be
whoever
hating on Dev." I
whoever
don't get it.
whoever
Like,
said that.
dog, y'all treating Dev and Bill like these niggas some slime balls, like they finessing people and
I ain't saying
scamming
nothing about
us.
Devin. Hey, guess what? Whoever said that in the comment section, where did the fight happen? What platform? Who distributed it? Was it a part or was it a split fight like Wilder and Fury 2? That was a split pay-per-view. Was it a split pay-per-view? No. So it don't matter who Ryan had to go through. Ryan went through who he had to go through to get the fight. Devin and them isn't trying to make the fight right now. And that's cool.
So
That's cool. I have
my
no
thing
beef with
is,
that, to be
okay, I'm
honest.
gonna I'm gonna
But
ask you,
don't
Lex,
pretend like
like
don't
I asked
pretend
Blunt
like
Boxing.
and
Hold on one second, Lex. I'm gonna ask you like I asked Blunt Boxing. Is Tank showing the same energy to make this Haney fight like he did the Ryan fight? Is he matching that energy?
like what is he supposed to do? Like go on YouTube and boxing voice? Like what difference does it make? He doing the same shit. He doing a bunch of tweets and deletes. It's no different.
So
When it was Ryan,
so
he tweet and delete.
during
When it was
so
Devin,
so
he tweet and delete. What's the
come
difference?
on, let me speak it. Let me speak it. So you're agreeing that he's not keeping the same energy, or are you saying that he is doing the same thing that he's doing
He
to make
doing
the
the
Ryan
same.
fight?
He's doing the same. He's doing the same exact things. Same exact things.
So you do remember the point in time where Tank sent Ryan a contract to fight and Ryan declined it because he quote had a fight with Manny Pacquiao. You do remember that, right?
That
You
Tank and
you, you
Ryan
remember that?
negotiated. No, they negotiated a contract. That's what you are. You not remembering that? They had
So
contract
you
points that
but
they
you do
negotiated
remember.
in the league.
Okay, so you can agree they negotiated a fight and then Ryan declined because he had a fight with Manny Pacquiao.
I don't know my number.
I'm just saying. So if y'all agree that he did have a negotiation with Ryan and Ryan declined the fight, and then
Yo,
he went out and sent out another contract.
no, you
You
don't
can't tell me
know.
that's not the. You can't tell me that's the same
Art.
energy. Hold
That's
on,
art.
you
It's
can't
not
tell me
right
that's not
though.
the
It's
same.
not.
You can't tell me it's the same energy as the Haney fight because that guy, if he sent the contract out to Ryan twice and he hasn't sent none to Dev, how is that keeping the same energy? I don't understand that.
It don't matter. You're not.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm trying to tell you, it don't matter because you're not right. They negotiated a fight. They didn't say
Dev
no
can
one said.
fight on any platform, though. Is what I don't understand, though.
But if no
He fought on all
negotiations,
platforms.
if no
He fought on the Zone. He
negotiations are
fought on
happening,
Showtime. He fought on motherfucking ESPN.
bro, listen to me. If no negotiations are happening, then nothing you're saying matters. You keep talking about what
The
Dev would
same
take.
here. So I'm not gonna hold Bill to be some type of lying, capping ass nigga if you can't confirm or deny that a contract's been sent from
No,
both sides.
I know he's a lying ass, capping ass nigga because if he got a contract, he would have said what he would have said whether he liked it or not. And for real, when fights get made, all that social media stuff died. It's over. No one's negotiating a fight on Twitter, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe your objectivity is in question right now. But when real fights are being negotiated, it doesn't happen on social media. It happens in boardrooms with lawyers. And I'm
Did
sure
I
Bill has a
wait?
lawyer.
Hold. I
I'm
don't
sure
get it. I don't get. It's like you're trying to like basically question my intelligence when it comes to how fights are being made. I understand fights are not made on social media. Come on now. But I do understand that when somebody's the A side, they're the person that initiates the negotiations because they are the A side.
yeah. And
And
if
you
Bill
and
is
you and I both and you and I both agreed that we don't know if Tank sent a contract out to Dev.
it don't work like
So
that. No
I
one
don't
sends
understand how
anyone a
you can say
contract. I
that
keep
Bill
trying to
is a
tell you,
liar.
dog. No
I
one
just
sends
don't
anyone a
understand it.
contract. Bill is a liar because he keeps talking this $20 million and what they want. If they wanted it, they will go straight to Al. That's why he a liar. They know what they got to do to make the fight. They're not going
This
straight to
guy
Al.
Tank
They're
talking about he
talking.
called Al himself and Al didn't pick up the phone. That's why you about to see him on another platform.
Not gonna be
But
on no
we
goddamn
supposed to
other
never mind
platform.
that. We supposed to never mind that, huh?
But we not. Come on, he didn't pick up. This is nonsense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would he say such a thing like that? And then, but he posts and delete, so you probably didn't even catch that one.
What does that have to do with the point, though?
The point is, if he's the guy that's in the A side, right, the
I'm
driver's
saying
seat, right?
him
If
making that
he,
tweet about
then
Al is what I'm saying.
why is he not setting up the fight?
How do you know they're not?
Who Al?
How do we
He
know
said
they're not in negotiations?
I know they're not in
We
negotiations
don't
because if
know.
they no, we do know because if they were, it wouldn't. Bill and Devin wouldn't be on Twitter every goddamn day.
They say you see how they ignoring all Tank bullshit. I know Dev is in the wrong, but Tank team can never be in the wrong. I don't get it, bro.
No, you just some shit don't relate to each other. Like him making that tweet about Al Heyman is irrelevant. Like, what does that have to do with the negotiations going down or not? Like, we don't know if they're going down or not, is what I'm saying. Like, we don't know if they're happening. And I don't think it's cut and dry like you saying in this situation, bro. What's your name? I think social media helped build this fight while they could be negotiating under, behind closed doors, but all the back and forth does help what's going on. So I can't say both things can't be true in this situation because social media is a big part of this hype. So I can't say it ain't happening, but I can't say for sure. We all don't
What I'm
know.
thinking in my head realistically, I posted today. I feel like they're on something like how he did the Hector Garcia fight, where he got his little tune up in and then he fought Ryan Garcia after. I feel like that can be happening right now, where Dev is gonna possibly fight Sandro Martin and Tank fights, probably Cruiser 2 again. And then they fight later on this year or next year, I mean. That can possibly be an outcome.
My
But I'm not gonna sit here and say
my
that Bill and
problem
them
with the
don't want the
whole
fight for the past couple of years when they've been saying they wanted this fight for the longest.
my problem with it, bro. The whole thing is y'all know where the fight will happen if it's going to happen. If in
I
my
ain't
my and I
denying.
and listen,
I'm not denying
I've
that.
wanted and I wanted Devin to go to PBC long before this week. As soon as he as soon as he finished the not Teofimo, Lomachenko, I wanted him to go to PBC. I didn't want him to go to DAZN. That shit was wasteful to me. Now, at the same time, I can't really say that was right because the
That shit was
name
not
Regis
wasteful.
win
That
was
shit
a
just, if anything, that just increases his profile, snatching
point.
another belt.
That's
How
my
is
point,
that
Art. That
wasteful?
was a good win. That was no, I was wrong. I'm saying I was wrong because that was a good win. And to me, I think Devin should be fighter of the year for the win. But with that said, I still think at this, like from now on, moving forward, I still think he should be on PBC because I think Devin deserves the big boy platform. I don't want to see him fight on DAZN
Yeah,
anymore.
the zone doesn't the zone doesn't help his profile as big as I think it does. You know what I'm saying? Even though we
it don't help
hardcore
his
fans, but
profile
not
at
to the
all.
world. Yeah, not to the world.
And that's my point. Is
I'm
like,
just saying, I actually like the way that he's moving because he's not being lifers on these goddamn
bro,
networks.
but none of these dudes are like if you're on PBC, none of them are lifers. Like notice how Andy Ruiz was on PBC and he went and got the Joshua fight. Danny Jacobs was with Al Heyman and he went to the zone for a couple fights.
Wilder finna go get a bag real quick.
Yeah, and he still rock with Al Heyman. That's the thing is like
But it don't
when
even
you're
matter about the platform. My thing is
it
Tank
do
just
matter
needs to
about the
send the
platform.
contract. That's
It
all
don't.
I care about.
That's not how. That's no. Listen, any fight that you've ever seen, no, it doesn't work like that. Like two people are in negotiation, there are no contracts sent. So anytime you hear someone say, "Why doesn't XYZ send a contract?" It's bullshit. Because when fights are made, your lawyers contact one another and they discuss all the points that one side wants and the other side wants, and there's something called a negotiation, and once all the points are agreed upon, that's when a deal is made. So it's not like there's just a blank contract like, yo, here, you take this, Cruz take this, Frank Martin take this guy take this. It's all
I'm
a
not implying that
negotiation.
at all. I'm just saying, like, I understand that if you're the A side, you are the person who's starting the negotiation. I've never heard it where the B side is the guy that has to start the negotiations. He has to do all these loops and hurdles. I've never heard that before. But when it comes to Haney, I do understand that he gets a lot of unnecessary hate, like niggas calling him fake Muslim and all this bullshit. And he has to go through all these loops and obstacles that other guys didn't have to go through. It's
Yo,
crazy to me.
because the guys you keep talking about, the guys 7-8 and Drew Titan keep talking about, these dudes are with PBC, so of course they don't have to do nothing. It's already there. They have the same advisor,
But
Al Heyman.
we cannot say that
Like
because
how, what
Ryan is
negotiation
with
do you want to happen?
bro. Ryan was with the same platform
Yeah, and Ryan
as
said,
Ryan was the same platform as
like I
Haney.
told you,
So I don't
you listen,
understand this.
Google Lupe Valencia, Tank Davis, and you will see how the fight got made. Lupe Valencia is Ryan's lawyer. Ryan said, "Hey, Lupe, I want this fight. I don't care what it takes. Go make it." Lupe called Al, who he has a working relationship with,
That is
and then they
bro.
go.
But can you agree that was after Gervonta? That was after fucking Gervonta already had interest in making that fight. Gervonta is not showing any interest of making a Haney fight until Haney said something.
But that's the difference. That's why
So
I
all
know.
Rosely, and
But
I
that's
understand.
my.
Trust me, I
But wait,
understand. It would be
that's my
much bigger.
problem. That's my problem with the niggas who support Devin Haney is because if like here's a comparison. But I know you said you don't like the past, but whatever. When Floyd Mayweather wanted the Oscar fight, Oscar wanted mad bullshit. He said, "I want a 154 pounds. I want the biggest ring possible. I want heavyweight gloves, and I don't even know what else. I want to be announced first." He wanted all these things, and Floyd said, "I don't care because I want the fight. I'm gonna make him have to say yes." And same with Errol Spence, even though I disagree how Errol Spence handled it. But Crawford wanted all these stupid shit. He wanted the coin flip. He wanted 50-50. He wanted I don't even know what he didn't want to do it at 54 or catch weight. And Errol said, "Yo, I want the fight. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna make it." And he gonna have to say yes. And if Devin truly wanted the
But you
fight,
can't, man. But we understand that, bro. In this situation, Dev can't do shit to make Tank do anything when it's already been known and it's on record that whenever Dev try to force Tank's hand,
that you know
it
what that's
never
called?
works.
You know what that's
And then
called?
since we bringing up the
It's no
past,
nothing's worked
we are
because they're
hold on one second.
they
Since we
never.
bringing up the past, this isn't a lie. Dev team reached out to the WBA asking that they enforce that Tank fights the fucking champion since he has the regular belt. And Leonard Ellerby went on record saying that you niggas can't force me to do a motherfucking thing. So it's already known that nobody can force Tank to do anything he doesn't want to do. You can't. But you know, right now the public pressure is getting to Tank, and that's why I feel
Li-
like the fight will be made in
Listen,
2024, but just not
if
next.
if Devin really wanted to call this nigga Tank's bluff, say like that's my problem with the whole shit is like that he don't truly want the fight as bad as he say he do. I think what he want is to let it grow, and to be honest, I'm cool with that because it
So
could get bigger.
who do you see? Who do you believe wants to fight more, Dev or Tank?
Tank, to be honest,
Come on, come on, Lex, come on, man.
because like I
Because
said, listen,
Tank, the way Tank is responding is on some reactive
no, nah,
situation. Like,
it's not.
oh,
It's
you
that's
niggas is
not.
bringing his name up.
Listen,
Oh, hold
no,
on. When it comes to Tank, it's more of a reactive situation. It's more of, oh, these niggas bringing Haney name up. Man,
hold
y'all
up,
keep on bringing him up.
this
I'm gonna
dude
do
Nick,
him dirty. It's not
this
a
dude,
proactive on. Man, I want that nigga right now type shit. It was
this
not. It's
dude
not
Nick,
that, bro.
this
You
dude
you
Nick
can't.
Dr.
Come on, man.
Wait, listen to me. I'm gonna address two things. Nick Dr. said, "Hey, Errol was the A side." Guess what? He didn't negotiate like the A side. He gave someone that doesn't deserve 50-50, 50-50. He gave someone who doesn't deserve a coin flip a coin flip. So if you mean that, if you, and Art Man asked me who wants to fight more. Errol took concessions he didn't have to. If Devin, who says he only wants to fight at 140, which is cool, I'm not mad at that. Keep in mind, I'm fine with that. But if he wanted the Tank fight so bad, he would say, you know what? I'm gonna take my ass down to 135, or I'm gonna do a catch weight.
Hell nah. 130. Bro, come
No,
on
listen,
now.
listen, listen,
135
listen.
is
Wait, Art,
crazy. That's
Keep in mind,
crazy.
Art,
That's
keep
super
it,
crazy, bro.
Art, keep in mind. I'm not saying I want that. My point is, when you really want to fight, even Wilder. Remember when Eddie Hearn said, "Hey, I want AJ, and I'll fight Dillian White first, but put it in the contract." And you know what Eddie Hearn did? Because he didn't want the fight. He said, "I'll give you Dillian White, but I'm not putting AJ on the back of the contract."
Bro, so you
And that's
telling
why the
me
fight. That's why it never happened.
everybody wants that Tank fight. Even Ryu want that Tank fight. But you're telling me that Haney don't want the Tank fight?
No,
Win, lose, or
with
draws. That's so much
no
bread to be
Art.
made,
The
bro.
Art. The
Hell
difference
nah.
is no.
Man,
Art. Let me.
I'm sorry, my dude Lex. I'm gonna have to call bias on that one because there's no way you're
No,
gonna tell me that Devin Haney does not want a money fight with Tank, but you telling
Art.
me all these small wig niggas want that fight with Tank.
Art. The difference between
Ryu want the fight with Tank, but Haney
listen,
don't.
listen, listen. No, 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 no,
Come
no, no,
on,
no.
man.
No, listen. You not listening and thinking. The difference between Ryo, the difference and Devin, and the difference between Pitbull and Devin is Devin has a lot of options right now. He don't have to do the Tank fight right now. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like the fact that they're lying
It's the
because
same
if
way with Tank.
nah,
Tank
listen,
don't have,
listen.
bro. The way Tank fans is talking, Tank don't have. He don't ever have to fight Devin Haney, and you know that,
Listen
and
to
you
me.
know that,
No, he don't.
and you know
Neither of
that
them.
Devin
But that's
Haney,
my point.
Devin is a
That's my
legit
point.
threat. The
That's my
fact that
point,
folks got
Art.
to question.
Neither of
Hold
them.
on. The fact that niggas got to question the weight situation and all that lets you know Tank not in a rush to fight Dev, because why put yourself in a situation where you have to go out your comfort
No.
zone to fight somebody when you got easy pickings right here and people's giving you the bag to do so? Come on, man. Tank is not
Art.
hungry to
But
fight Dev, dog.
you keep muting me and don't even let me talk,
Because
dog.
because
Like,
I because I gotta get off my shit too. I gotta say what I gotta say as well because I just feel like it's biased when it comes to Devin Haney. Because if Tank
but it's
really want to fight, what is
no,
stopping Tank from getting this fight right now? What is stopping Tank from getting this fight right now? Devin didn't sign a contract,
bro. They're not even in negotiation. So how can a fight occur?
so
Like,
that's what I'm saying. So how can you
what do
tell
you
me
want
that
to
Dev
happen?
don't want to fight if there's nothing that's been declined?
Because as the B side, when a B side really wants to fight, like Floyd Mayweather did in the past, like Wilder tried with AJ, well, like Errol and Bud, you say, I don't care what is on the fucking contract, I'm doing it. And Devin and Bill, and I'm not saying they should do this. Keep in mind, I don't think they should do this. But if they was really about that, you know what I'm saying, making the fight happen, they would say, I don't care what way we have to do it at. I don't care what platform. Just tell me where to sign. Tell me exactly what you want, and I'm gonna beat your ass. And
And you
Devin
know
hasn't
you
said
notice
that yet.
Dev did, and like the dude Blunts boxing said, Dev did say he would fight Tank at 135 prior to the Regis fight, and guess what? There's still no contract stating that. to my
Yeah,
knowledge.
but come on, but okay. So Devin didn't say no. We got to do it at 140. Like you talking out of both sides of your face because Devin did
I'm
say he
just
wants to stay at
saying,
140.
why he ain't send a contract then prior to the Regis fight saying, no, well, we
You
heard you say on tape that you're
because
willing to
they
do
no one
135,
said
so
it. The
here's the
question is why
contract for
haven't the
135.
question is why aren't they at a negotiation table? Is the question you need to be asking. And the reason
And all
why
Haney
is
have said is
because
they don't want the catch weight at 135,
yeah,
which is
listen, see,
reasonable.
Nick Dr. I'm not saying I don't necessarily I don't care where the fight what weight the fight happens at. That's up for them to negotiate. That's up to them. If Devin wants it so bad and he do it at 135, I'm not going to complain. If Devin's like I can't do it at 135 or 138, but I could do 140, and Tank says I'm with it, then do that. I don't care what weight that fight happens at personally.
But you
I just
notice
want
that
to
have
I
you
just want to see
noticed
the
that the
fight.
Tank fans have you noticed the Tank side? His fans is saying that man 140 is too much, is way too much for him. Have you
Listen,
noticed that?
I don't follow. I don't be on Twitter as much as you, and I don't follow the same kinds of people. So I don't really
But
know.
here's the thing: it's not just Twitter. That's on multiple social
But
platforms,
it,
on
but
YouTube,
you, I think
on
you're on
Instagram, Facebook.
you're on the boxing internet stuff a bit more than
So you
me.
telling me you haven't heard Tank fans say that they don't want the fight at 140?
Not art because I don't really pay attention. Like
So
I
how
wish
would you?
you could.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
no, you. How would I what?
Nah, just go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, bro, like I only follow like 600 people, and I have like half of boxing Twitter muted because a lot of people have stupid ass opinions. And when I say a lot of people, I mean Tank fans, I mean like Lomachenko fans, Haney fans. I mute everyone. I mute mad people.
My
So
thing is, I
it's not
I
even
listen.
like
I
I'm
listen to
ignoring shit. I
everything.
just
I listen to everything, but I also follow the money as well. And I understand that PBC will be hosting the fight if the fight was to happen. But I also noticed that the Zone and PBC have worked together multiple times. I've noticed that people are saying that Dev has to go through other obstacles that I've seen other fighters didn't go through to get the Tank fight. But you're answering and saying that the only reason why is because these guys were signed to PBC when Ryan Garcia is not the guy who was signed to PBC.
yeah, but if Ryan Garcia told his lawyer make the fight no matter what, and the fight got made, and Devin Haney hasn't done that yet. That's the difference.
I
As
don't
soon as
know.
Devin says, as soon as
So
Devin says, I don't know who,
If Tank doesn't fight Dev, do you think he will make a million pay per view buys in another fight?
probably not a million, but he gonna do good for sure.
What is the biggest fight for Tank out there right now?
Probably Pitbull Cruz, to be honest.
Pitbull Cruz bigger than the Haney fight?
No, you said the biggest fight. I thought you meant other than Devin. I
Oh
mean,
no
Devin
no,
will
I'm
be
just saying in boxing right now with Tank.
no, probably Devin.
So I'm just saying that's the fight to be made. And I feel like if Tank was really wanted, he would make that fight happen.
I
But
mean,
who
listen,
knows? And my thing is, I already know for sure that fight not happening next.
it's
Definitely.
not because Bill and I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you what it is, dog. Bill, and I'm gonna tell you a gem that a lot of people don't know about.
There's nobody that Dev and Bill can fight that's gonna make anywhere close to the type of money that they'll fight Tank. So I don't understand the whole they just doing it to get money. Them boys been making money, but Tank is the big money.
I mean, listen, the fight ain't gonna get no smaller. The fight just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. So they don't have to rush to make it. And that's my point about Bill. Is like Bill likes being in the like Bill for a long time hasn't been out of control. He's always been in control, and I'm not knocking him for this. Ever since Devin left Showtime, Bill has. Oh, I mean, he probably ran the show even when he was with Showtime, but especially when he left Showtime, they went to Eddie Hearn and they was calling all the shots. And if Devin goes to PBC, Bill is no longer needed. And I don't think that Bill wants to do that, and I don't think Devin wants to do that. And I'm not mad at them for that, but just say that. Or just say, listen, my thing with Devin is say, listen, we want Tank. I know Tank wants us
Yo,
later. Just say
shit.
that.
Well, but we'll see, man. I gotta get up out of here. I
I'm about
guess
to eat and
we'll get some new news pretty soon. But as of far, as of yet, I don't think neither fighter is ducking each other, but I feel like the ball is in Tank's corner, and if he wants to fight, the fight will be made expeditiously.
I
All
mean,
right, I
if
gotta get up out of here, y'all. Y'all stay
holla.
safe.